Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Marvel Crisis Protocol battle. Today we've got something slightly different going on, though. I've got our friends from the store, Bill and Harley. Say hi, guys. We're pretty much going to jump straight into this one. I know they're going for a little bit of a rough and tussle battle on, so let's check it out.
Sweet. All right. So since starting this, I haven't done this properly before, so I'm keen to go from the very beginning. We've picked our 10 characters and our three of each crisis card and our team tactic cards. So Harley, I think our first thing is to roll a full priority.
Yep.
So we're going to get 5 of these suckers and roll them about. And now the player with the most crits, hits, and wilds takes the priority. I got 2 hits. So if it's a tie, person with the most criticals, and then the most wilds, and then the most hits. So you win priority.
Woohoo! Bill, losing
so
already,
now,
mate.
hey, none of that. All right, so now you get to pick if you want to do the red or the blue deck of your mission cards.
Not gonna lie, I forgot which ones are which. But
Feel free to just search it and have a look.
You like red, so I'm gonna do red.
You're gonna do red? Alrighty, all right. So you're gonna draw 2 cards from that pile, from your red pile. Yeah, just randomly, rather than searching for it. You're just gonna draw 2 from the top. So just take the top.
Or discard 1, your choice.
Or discard 1. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
So all right, and now of those 2, pick 1.
Alrighty.
Interesting.
Ooh, we got some big power on this side. What's happening over here? Bill's got the blue cards, right? That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
What do you do? I flip them for me. Oh, can I flip them for you? I thought I didn't have admin.
Yeah, I thought you didn't either, but here we are. Don't flip the table.
All right. Oh, I'm close to it.
Alrighty.
And then we whack this over here, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. So put it in your
little slot here.
Yeah.
And I believe that
we're meant to reveal those at the same time, but doesn't matter. We're here now.
I believe Harley, as the priority person here, gets to choose the power level of the fight going on too.
Yes. So it's either 20 or 16. What do you want, Harley?
A big fat 20.
We're going
you want
big.
A big fat 20? All right. So now that we've done that, we get to make our teams.
Yeah.
So grab your however many characters you want, as long as it's within 20 threat, and bring 5 team tactic cards.
Yeah.
So what we've got here, we can see alien ship crashes down into downtown. Player scores 2 VPs if a character they control is holding the core during the cleanup phase. So is that not on the battlefield just yet? But that'll be on there soon. Place 3 rubble piles. Target opportunity shown on map C. How does it work? Interact, roll 2 dice. If either dice is a critical, that character picks up the Kree power core and removes all rubble pile tokens from the battlefield. So we're trying to find the Kree power core in this one. You can just pick up the core once it has been found, though. Cannot perform more than 1 move action per turn, so they're kind of locked out a bit. When a character enters its activation while holding the core, it suffers 1 damage if it did not make an attack. So it's definitely pushing people to try and attack, not move as much. If you do run away from that person, they will just start copying a bunch of damage, though, so that's very interesting. On the flip side, we've got the Cosmic Invasion. The Black Order descends on Earth. I wonder if they're playing any Black Order characters, but I guess we're going to find out very soon. So we got place 4 Cosmic Vaults onto the battlefield. Players score 1 VP for each Cosmic Vault they secure during the cleanup step. During the power phase, some Cosmic Vaults will radiate cosmic energy. Ooh, haven't played this one before. Starting with the player with priority, players roll a dice for each character they control within range 1 of a Cosmic Cube. If the result is a crit or a wild, that character gains 2 power and is pushed away from the vault before rolling for the next character. The opposing player resolves this push. So you score it in the cleanup phase. Then when the power comes, you actually get pushed away from it potentially. Within range 1 of a Cosmic Cube, yep. Interesting. If the result is, a hit or a crit, they gain 2 power, though. So you don't get the power unless you roll the hit or the crit as well. So, yeah, very, very interesting. We've got the trash day here. Plenty of trash cans on there to be thrown about. So really, really interesting game mode here. Can we get the objectives on the map, boys?
Yes.
How do you do that one?
Just doing that now.
Press the buttons.
They're coming in.
Ooh.
Oh. they're not liking that.
Bump, 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 bump. Oop. You just click them,
That's
right?
right. You just got to unlock them.
Is that toggle unlock? Rotate scale?
So right click toggles and then lock. Should be a lock
Ah.
button.
Well, I'm gonna leave that one to you because that's not going down.
Yeah, because it's the one on the top is not locked, but the one underneath is. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's really funny. Okay, I
Yeah.
get that one. That's great.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of them on
Yeah.
top of each other as well.
Yeah.
That is not necessarily the creep power core on that one. All right.
Yeah.
So really
Yeah.
interesting game mode here. If you stand too close to the areas, you get power, but you can also get pushed away from the objective, which means that your next action pretty much has to be move to try and recapture objectives, which is really, really cool. And then the Kree power core, again, it's kind of one of those, you keep searching until you find it, then once it's there, you have it, only one person can have it as well. Take a bunch of damage if you don't attack as well. So this is a game mode where, I don't know, it promotes you to attack, but also you need to move. So interesting seeing these two missions kind of come together.
And the limited move action on the 20 power one.
Yeah.
You can only do one move action is very interesting, especially when it tangles in with the Kree power core one, which is like not the cosmic invasion one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're getting pushed and you need to move. I reckon it's going to be a very fun game.
Plus attack, so definitely interesting. With 20 power, all right, I'm going to jump onto, this is Harley side with Spider-Man Venom? No, that sounds like
no.
Sounds like a Bill side.
It certainly is.
All right, I'm going to give everyone a bit of a hint and see what's going on here. So in classic Bill fashion, he's chosen the team that's lost a couple times.
I've never played this team.
That's fair. Loki, we saw him be very, very prominent in our previous video. Loki just became very frustrated. If you're near him, you have so much extra power that you've got to be using constantly. So that's really, really interesting. You've also got the Asgardian crew. So what is the Asgardian? Where we're at
Thor.
It's on Thor.
He's
There
the
it
leader.
is. One allied character may spend a power. You remove a special condition, right? Yeah.
Or a damage.
Or a damage.
Yeah, remove one
Okay.
damage or a special condition. Yeah.
For a power, look, honestly, probably not the most powerful ability I've seen so far, particularly because it says using power as opposed to kind of getting power or getting free power in any one way, shape, or form. But at the same time, there's Guardians. They get a free power at the start of the power phase anyway, so totally fine. Valkyrie, I've been sussing on Valkyrie a bit. She seems at 3 threat like she can just punch stuff, but she doesn't have a lot of fanciness to her.
She is a scalpel.
Yeah, stock standard stabby person. She will stab. Which I felt Star-Lord does a similar thing at more range for a similar threat.
That's
but
fair.
Obviously you do need the Asgardian keyword across here. So
I'm just gonna jump in for a sec, Max. Harley, you've got priority and looks like you're ready to go, so you get to place your first.
Yeah, you guys keep playing. I'm gonna just keep chatting.
Sounds good.
So yeah, I'm keen to see Valkyrie just kind of I guess punch stuff. And honestly, this is going to be an interesting scenario. If she doesn't punch stuff good enough, well, yeah, she doesn't deserve to be in a team, quite frankly. But like I said, I'm keen to find out. Spider-Man Venom, I know it's going to be a crazy tale, but we're probably going to have, Lethal Defender? Yeah, there it is, Lethal Protector. Whoa, craziness. What do we got here? Spider-Man can move, push people off objectives. Very interesting when it comes to the Cosmic Vaults as well, because you'll be able to push them off the objectives pretty readily and easily. You have to be within range 1 of those guys to activate them. Plus, there's so much movement being involved to get back onto the objective, so it'll be interesting to see Spider-Man kind of changing. They move, get pushed away. Spider-Man pushes them. Yeah, it'd be very hard to stay on objectives, I think, for Harley. Venom punches. Again, another punchy boy, hard to kill. Threat 4 character with a bunch of punch. That's kind of the gist of it. Thor again, threat 5 character, punches really hard, doesn't die. Couple of sneaky things here, but mostly, punches really hard. So.
Christ, I just looked at your team, Harley.
All right, what do we got on this side?
Woo, this is gonna get real messy.
Ooh, Jeebus. All right.
We got Thor and Hulk hanging out in the same game. This
stuff's gonna hurt quite a lot. So we can see on this side we've very quickly got the Wakanda, King of Wakanda affiliation, Wakanda ability here. After an allied character rolls attack, defense, or dodge, they can spend a power. If they do, they re-roll a dice. Look, pretty powerful. I think rolling dice or re-rolling dice in this game isn't something you get across often. and definitely cost power, so it's always pretty expensive. Baron von Zemo is one of the
Good
only
drop,
characters
Harley.
I've seen so far that can kind of do it for free. So actually not that common to just get free rerolls consistently. I mean, some definitely do, but definitely not crazy common. So having all your characters get that reroll ability. Look, Hulk doesn't feel like he's going to need many rerolls because when you throw 20 dice at someone, like
Yeah.
something there's going to stick. But it's important for people like even Loki, maybe trying to get the extra wild for illusions. Um, Killmonger trying to get staggers, even rerolling into wild, having a higher chance of that. I mean, you've already got 5 and 7 dice. Okoye 4, 4, and 5 can be pretty relevant, trying to weasel in some extra things like through Vibranium Spear Thrust and stuff like that. Getting those extra rerolls just to try and get closer to those wilds. Pretty powerful as well. General of Dora Milaje, actually, this character may reroll 1 dice in its attack or defense roll. So pretty good. You can actually reroll off that and then decide if you want to reroll with power later on because those reroll phases just keep happening until you're pretty much happy with it.
Oh yeah.
So really interesting with Okoye to kind of guarantee a lot of rerolls. Again, potentially getting that Vibranium Spear Thrust through really, really well.
We are all good to go. Harley,
that's
first
a big
turn is
boy.
yours, man. That is a big boy.
That is a big boy Hulk sitting right smack in the middle.
Alright.
What's your plan? I'm gonna just briefly have a look over your cards while you're.
I'm also gonna have a brief look over my
Yeah.
Alright, I think I'll activate Killmonger.
Oh.
Go up there,
Oh, that's Killmonger. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that was a Koye.
I think it was on a like.
That was that.
Pricing days, maybe?
Well, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see how Valkyrie fares against Killmonger. I don't think it's gonna be well.
Look, Killmonger's got a lot of power in him, but like 4 threat versus 3, it depends on who can get in the attack first, right?
Sorry.
Well, you need to do the power phase. Everyone needs to gain some power here.
Very true.
Power.
I think charge is a very underrated power at the moment. I've seen some very, very good charges, especially with medium movement on Killmonger. I know it's a small base, so it's not huge, but considering this game mode is so much about moving on to the objectives, if Killmonger can get a bunch of power and be able to charge, I know Thor's got a similar one. It's like for Asgard, he throws some stuff.
Hulk gets 3 power at the start of his turn.
Yep.
One normally, and then
one normally and an additional 2. Yeah. In a rage, baby. Yeah.
And then I think he's. Now, did we say there was something about only moving once?
If you pick up the Kree power core,
yeah. You can only perform 1 move action, and if you don't attack, you also suffer a damage.
Yep. All right. So I think I'll just move Killmonger. No. If I move and attack, there's no way that's happening.
Oops.
No. Yeah.
So you're up here. You're doing move.
I might be further away from you than.
So we can grab this little range 1 ruler. I recommend definitely being within range 1 of that, which you are. Perfect.
Alright. That can
go in. Valkyrie doesn't have charge, I believe.
Valkyrie does have charge.
No, she does have charge. Right, that's where Valkyrie is going to be quite powerful, I think. Anything like for Asgard charge, really good.
Interact with the terrain.
I just roll.
So you got to spend a power to do an interact. Yep. So the question is, do you want to? Or it's not really a question. You get to, you spend a power and interact with the rubber pile. You're going to roll 2 dice. Yeah. If either is a crit, you get to pick up the Kree power core, and we get rid of the rest of them.
Yeah.
So spend a power, see what happens.
Yeah. Killmonger.
Is that Killmonger? Right click that one. Good work.
Let's clear that. 2 die.
Yeah, here we go.
We're rocking it.
No,
rough.
not today. Not today.
Crits are 1 in 8, I believe. So not a huge chance. You've got what's that? A 2 in 8 to 1 in 4. So you have a 25% chance of finding the Kree.
All right. And that will be his activation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give him one of these little clicky activator tokens. You can just click it and it appears, which is quite nice.
Okay. I'm gonna go with old
All right, what do we got over here?
Who am I going to go with? Actually, that's a really good question. I don't want to go with anyone. Can you
Unfortunately,
move
you cannot
forward more?
hold priority either, though.
No, no. No. What's this range for? Yeah, cool. All right. Loki's going to move up. Just a little smidge, actually. He's not going to go his whole distance.
Reasonable.
He's going to go. Yeah, he's going to go like this.
All right, so we're seeing some strategy coming through here. Obviously, Killmonger's just running up, trying to take the objective. Reasonable. He's also going to get on the what is it called? On the Cosmic Vault. So if he gets pushed back, which I think is what Harley's kind of going to want here to get the extra 2 power, Killmonger then ends up with 3 power next turn, which is pretty huge. Means he can do things like charge and vibranium weapons to get some more power back if Valkyrie chooses. I imagine Valkyrie's probably going to come down and charge this particular turn. If you get a move, charge, get some free hits, it means that Killmonger's actually going to get quite a lot of power next turn and potentially can come back and do some huge damage back onto Valkyrie. In the middle, I imagine Loki, I guess he's just trying to take the Cosmic Vault, not put in range of Hulk, which is very reasonable. I expect Loki to be one of the first activations next turn. I think it's very important to try and put him up within range 4 of as many of the characters as possible, just to mean that when you use these superpowers like Strongest Out There or Gamma Leap in particular, I guess potentially charge on Killmonger as well. Making that cost 3 is going to be huge because it means that the Black Ops strike is going to be very impossible to try and attack. Not enough power. Okoye even trying to get Bodyguard activated as well, so he can then use Thor to really take down those primary targets like Okoye herself or even Black Panther. Or Loki if Loki gets pushed too far forward. I think putting him here is a bit too safe, but again, Loki is very, very squishy. You want to put him in a position defensively where if they have to attack Loki, you want there to be a pretty huge cost at you attacking Loki, and that's going to be primarily not attacking Thor. These guys have sibling rivalry, so if Thor is within 2, both characters may spend 1. Throw the allied Loki. He doesn't suffer collision damage. Enemy characters that he collides with roll 2 fewer dodge dice and suffer the staggered special condition. So I think popping that up early could be very interesting on Loki's turn. So you can throw a medium. Yeah, maybe smash some dodge dice on Okoye or Black Panther. And then Thor can come through and really punish for it. Loki obviously kind of gets thrown under the bus a little bit there, but it depends on kind of what Hulk can do. Obviously, early on, Hulk isn't crazy powerful until he gets some damage on him. Not to say Hulk's weak in any way, shape, or form, but yeah, we'll kind of see how that progresses. On this side, I mean, Venom and Spider-Man, we've seen Bill do it a couple times. I've seen him doing quite a lot. They just sit next to each other. Lethal Protector. Spider-Man's just trying to hold people off objectives. I think this is a bit of a pet pick from Bill. He absolutely loves the idea of kind of playing Spider-Man. I think Venom does do really well with Spider-Man, but I'm yet to truly see Spider-Man, especially at threat 4, really see Spider-Man just kind of blow open a game or do some pretty powerful things. So not at all sold on Spider-Man. Definitely sold on Venom. I think that character at 4 threat is crazy powerful. So many snacks with We Are Venom, so many Venoms, or We Are Snacks, whatever you want to call it. I think that's crazy powerful if you can keep him outside of Loki's range. If you keep him inside Loki's range, I think 6 power for that's crazy. But 5 power to be able to just attack back, get your health back on the attack, makes him so threatening. So yeah, that's definitely what I can see on this side. What do we got here? Patch up. So what's that? Choose non-days character. Heal them. Yep. I guess that's maybe keeping Spider-Man or even Loki alive. Even keeping Thor around for an extra round is pretty powerful. Valkyrie you probably just throw under the bus. That's fine. Uneasy allies. Yeah, again another one with these guys. I guess he's leaning hard into them. He kind of has to, but with Lethal Protector, keeping Spider-Man alive and even uneasy allies, really just you can kill someone pretty heavily with that. Brace for Impact, again, really, really solid. I think this is a great card. If they throw you, so many times you look into people to throw stuff at people, throw vehicles or buildings at people, and having this in the reserve is huge. I personally like Disarm. I think Disarm over Patch Up's probably more effective because it means I can do something like, Disarm Hulk or even Killmonger. Someone I know that's going to have to try and get multiple attacks in the next turn, and taking 2 dice off them is absolutely huge. So look, we're gonna quickly jump back in and see what these guys are chatting about.
These guys. We're just talking about Hulk.
Yep.
Did you build one?
I haven't built Hulk. No, Scott built
No.
a Hulk.
Yeah, he was fairly straightforward apparently.
To build.
Yeah.
That's cool. I say Hulk's doing some very small movements, which, as kind of, if you watched our last video, Bill and I discussed, was actually very large movements.
Yes, absolutely.
Let alone with the gamma leap on the flip side of that.
Yeah, you guys have got Hulk in stock, right? Because I'm thinking about getting one.
Yes, certainly we
Yeah.
do. Hulk is definitely a beat stick. It's 6 threat though, which it's not small.
It's not, but I reckon he's totally worth the points.
Yeah, it's a weak.
He
It's a strange
hits
feeling
so hard.
of having to protect him a little bit. The enemy wants to focus fire him, but you can't focus fire him unless he's dead. Unless you're killing him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you don't, yeah. Well, we can talk about the 19 wounds moment later. What were you saying, Harley?
I'm gonna throw this dumpster at you.
You're gonna throw that dumpster at me. You're gonna do what?
This one right here?
Could have got me 2 power. Strongest
Oh man, size 4, throw up medium. Yep, that is in fact correct. So
Yeah.
you pick.
So
You'd pick the official thing is you would unlock it and you'd pick it up and you'd go along the moving template, and the first thing it's going to hit is definitely me. And so we can delete this now. And it was size 2, so I roll. I just roll my defensive dice.
Yep,
I've got
4 dice.
4 of those.
I need Hulk to pick up Loki and throw him at some point in this game.
I'm working on it.
Left, right,
okay,
left, right.
I got 3 successes, so I'm actually
where's the
all
dice? Over
good.
here? Oofta.
I'm all good. But I just realized that we have 2 characters on this table that can throw a size 4 thing, and there's one size 4 thing.
Well,
right
guess who's going to throw that one first?
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
I think I threw a skyscraper at one point at you with M.o.d.o.k.
You do have one more action, yes. One of my team tactic cards is called civil rivalry.
Yeah.
Sibling rivalry,
Loki.
which is if any of you have seen the appropriate moving, get help. Is basically a maneuver I plan to pull off later this game if I can, because I think it will be hilarious.
I don't think it's really worth him moving up too much further.
So you can still check your power to try and search the rubble and pick up the Kree.
Yeah.
Which is pretty relevant. If you're next to the...
He's not going to drop it.
Oh, actually, there's no Cosmic Vault in the middle.
There's not. Yeah, we're talking about that. Yeah, which is interesting. They're on the outside.
Yeah. Actually, we'll move him. We'll move him up.
You gonna move up? Come say hello.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. If Hulk picks up the Kree, Hulk's not letting go of the Kree.
Oh yeah,
that's my thought. If
if he picks it up, I'm gonna have to my entire team is just gonna descend and have to try and beat up Hulk.
And that's another thing. If you're focusing very hard on Hulk, then Loki can be around, kind of messing with people a bit.
Yeah.
Black Panther can just jump from person to person. Yeah, it's horrible for both of you.
So yeah, he'll spend his last power.
Pick it up.
Roll your 2 die.
Big crit.
No crits. Interesting. It's purely a crit. That's a really low chance of potentially picking up this Kree.
Yeah, I think it'd be. You don't
normally
want it to be
hits
too
wilds
easy.
And things like that.
I don't know.
Even doing crits and wilds makes it a quarter, which means on 2 dice it's potentially got a 50-50.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Alrighty,
so what do we got?
Thor, Loki done on this side. And a flip over, we've got Okoye, Killmonger, and Hulk.
We're going to move up Venom, I think. Is going to be our...
Alrighty. So, going to talk about Harley's team now. There's not much happening here. They should be moving, trying to take some objectives. Maybe Loki might move forward and attack, but Loki on this side by himself, I think he's actually a bit of a misplay from Harley. Loki's got no defense. He's got no one to help protect him. He's got no one even close by to really support him if he does get beaten on by Venom. Venom's at range 3 for his attacks. So very reasonable. If Loki tries to move forward throughout here, Venom's actually going to be pretty close next turn to just pop Loki. I mean, if he doesn't get pushed away from this Cosmic Vault, well, look, if it happens, he can get pushed away small over here. He's going to be pretty relevant. But otherwise, if Loki even moves remotely up into here, I think Venom's just going to... What should happen is priority Venom next turn, because Bill's obviously got priority first. Either Symbiotic Tendrils twice, or I assume he's probably not taking damage, but I wouldn't mind a We Are Venom just because you have the 2 extra dice. And literally just trying to one-shot Loki. I think that's the move here from Venom if it comes up. I know there's a lot of stuff happening in the middle, and obviously Hulk's there. But dazing Loki early, especially like action 1, means that he loses the God of Mischief ability, and suddenly the rest of your superpowers are there. Again, Hulk hasn't taken a huge amount of damage, so he might punch Thor a little bit, or maybe dive onto Loki and punch Loki. I don't think Thor has like a charge or anything like that. Hulk, sorry. Nah, he doesn't. He can Gamma Leap, I guess, but again, that's costing like 4 power. It's a lot of power. I don't think Hulk's even going to have enough for it to try and jump there and punch. It's probably just going to move punch at kind of worst case scenario. So yeah, a bit of a miss by having Loki by himself. I think Loki has to go into the middle, similar to how Bill's done, have him surrounded by enough that says if you're targeting Loki, if you're trying to get behind him or onto him, you've got to go through my team. And you're going to risk being surrounded by 2 or 3 guys, and you might get Loki, but I'm going to kill whatever character you did to do it. You're also going to have to move, so you might not kill Loki. Again, having him around here in that range 3 of Venom is definitely going to get Loki killed immediately next turn. So a bit of a misplay, but look at his team. We've got a heavy hitter, a lot of heavy hitters here. Okoye, good amount of dice for 2 threat character. Again, you got to keep this in mind. It's 2 threats, so it's practically free at this point. Black Panther, really tanky, hard to kill. Going to sit in the middle and just wail on Thor for a couple turns. I think they're going to be pretty engaged. If Loki's not in danger of Venom, I think this brawl at the middle starts to happen. And Bill probably takes priority on Thor and maybe punches up Black Panther a bit. Or even Okoye if he wants to just move past and pop the Okoye before they can do stuff. Was that 4 health? Very killable with Thor. So yeah, I guess Harley's decision is I'm going to kill you, and with Hulk I'm going to sit on objectives. Black Panther also going to sit on objectives whilst disrupting with Loki, which is pretty reasonable. I think Bill's trying to take out some of these targets as fast as possible with Thor. Looking at Thor's team, he actually doesn't have a huge heavy hitter. Valkyrie's obviously just going to kind of bounce around with Killmonger for a bit, and depending on who gets the first attack, which looks like it's going to be Valkyrie. Can Valkyrie get the charge? Valkyrie can get a move charge strike on Killmonger and get the first hit, which I think is pretty relevant. It means that Killmonger can, Vibranium Weapons or even Black Ops strike once or twice against Valkyrie and daze her next turn, potentially. So look, this is going to be a really interesting fight, but they're pretty much just one-on-one fighting for a while. We'll push that to the side. I don't think Harley ever gets this objective on the right side either. Loki has to move in here to be with the crew. Just has to, and then kind of target Thor down as much as possible. Obviously, if you lose the Asgardian, again, not a huge affiliation to lose, but still not having your affiliation is garbage. You want your affiliation. Looks like Harley's also going to get Cosmic Vault. Potentially, Bill's going to fight on this Cosmic Vault as well. So we'll see what happens here. And Bill obviously gets this one and this one. So Bill's looking pretty good so far. I think it depends on who can get the Kree if we're going victory points on this scenario. If this Hulk ever picks up the Kree by accident, like, this game's a lot harder for Bill. Like, significantly harder for Bill. And it looks like Hulk's getting moved on to Peter Parker here. So we're going to jump back into it and see what their strategies are going.
All right, and that is going to be Spider-Man.
Who's web slinging Hulk up in this? What's happening here?
Spider-Man.
Just
Pick an enemy character within 4 and push it. And
you can't do that to Hulk. He just grabs the webs and just rips Spider-Man towards him. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, the end of the first Avengers, where Hulk just grabs Loki and just smashes them all over the place. I imagine the same thing would happen with Spider-Man. Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true. Because he's not an Asgardian.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Yeah, your activation, my friend.
All right. Well, Loki's the only one that's left, so Loki's.
All right, time to see what Loki's business up in here is happening.
He sort of wants to get in the guts just cause.
Because that debuff. Yeah.
Definitely want to get involved in the debuff.
And
yeah.
Just see what's within range 4 of Loki here.
What's within range 4? Yeah.
Your best option, obviously. I mean, if you move, you could possibly have Venom, Spider-Man, and Hulk and Thor.
How big's range 4?
Range 4 is not small.
Big.
Yeah. Like it's not small, but it's also like not huge.
You potentially have like another movement or an attack. What's Loki's got
Yeah,
here?
well, that's what I was sort of like, because he's got that.
Range 4. You've got
that
Frost
range
Blast
for attack,
is range
yeah.
3 is at best.
Yeah, true. Because I don't have 3 power. I think I might just move. All honesty, just get all up in your business.
Enemy Loki hasn't moved either. Oh no, Loki's
Hey,
moved. Just
just
Valkyrie?
like a little bit. Just
Yeah,
Valkyrie
okay.
left, yeah.
So he will move, and then just sort of. Where do you want to go?
Alrighty. So Loki's pretty much sitting in the middle. He's trying to hit as many of the characters as possible for next turn.
Yeah.
We'll see how well that does ya.
Real all-round nuisance.
Do you want to double check everyone's within range?
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
There we go. So yep, you're in range here. You're in range there,
Right,
and I think you're in range there as well, right?
bottom was the easy one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Activate.
Cool.
Call me crazy. Valkyrie's going to move charge.
Look, you might be correct in that. I was going to try charge, but you just end up getting out of range, which is a slight pain in the butt. Unsnap, and now we're gonna now we're gonna.
You wanted to charge attack was your option there. Try and hit him twice.
Yeah.
Whew,
Yeah.
You're greedy. You're a greedy boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the 2 power and I'm gonna charge.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move and then I get an attack action.
That's a max level of greed right there. Doesn't even want to get on the objective. Just wants to attack twice.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm gonna go like that. Yeah, easy. Oh. All that. There we go. Unsnap. And then we're gonna do our strike attack, which is 5 physical dice against.
Killmonger's got 4 defense. Yeah, Killmonger would have a good physical defense. You got anything fancy? If a character makes an attack against a character, does it mean attack? Adds 2 dice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So like, could be good next turn.
Oh, that kill count is sick ability. I didn't know he had that.
Oh yeah.
Where, yeah, you get was it? Reroll for each kill count. Yeah. Not bad. Now what did we say? I had 4 dice.
Special Forces is interesting. You can choose defense instead of attack dice for your hits. That's pretty cool.
How'd you go, Bill?
I got 3 successes.
I got 2.
And your
Cool,
wilds
so that'll
unfortunate
be-
count for anything? No.
That'll be 1 damage through.
Power.
Yeah, I'll also gain 1 power, which I'll immediately spend to try and pick up this power core.
You just use strike, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
You also got a power for dealing a damage on strike because it's a cantrip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was down to 0, got a power, and then
right.
I spent the power to try and get a crit, which I have
Of
not
course.
got.
Killmonger should have also got a power for taking a
He did.
damage. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he spent his power to have a look at that cube. Have a look at the rubble.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
smart.
cool. I'm out of activatables.
Yeah,
You're
so
out of
am I.
active. Yeah,
My Black
excellent.
Panther activated button's a bit how you going, so.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Cool. So let's go to the cleanup phase. None of us have the Kree power core. I am contesting the Cosmic Bolt on the left and on the bottom, and we both have a healthy character contesting this.
So I don't think... No, players score 1 VP for each Cosmic Vault they secure during the cleanup, so that is not secured by either player.
Yes, that is my agreeing as well. It's actually been... I don't think I've ever been in a situation where it's been contested.
No, because all your guys are dazed or dead.
Dazed or dead, or one's injured and one's healthy, or...
You have pushed me off the objectives quite a number of times as well in our games.
You've got 2 and I've got 1.
You got 2 and I got 1, yeah, and it's just 1 point each. I'll be blue. Why not?
Bill gets his priority token over here.
Yeah, we're going to turn 2. All right, and now we go to the power phase, where we're going to remove all of our activation tokens. And we're going to get some power. So let's do that first. And then we're going to do the... the mission stuff.
Yep.
Right. So starting with the player with priority, which would be me. We roll dice for each one that we are within 1 of, and on a crit or a wild, we gain 2 power and get pushed away small.
The opponent gets to decide how you get pushed.
Yep.
Yes, the result of push. Excellent. So I've got the priority, so I'm going to roll down here first.
Cosmic Cube of Loki.
Yeah, and how many dice I did say, wasn't it?
2 dice, I believe.
Yeah.
Roll a
A die.
dice.
No, just a
Yeah.
dice. Sorry,
die.
a dice.
Yep.
All right,
But
so looking for a crit or a wild here. No, so that's fine.
Yep.
And then we'll go over here to Venom,
Yep. Go for it again.
who's going to do the same thing.
Whoop, 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 up.
No.
And then Valkyrie on the far side as well. I don't believe it says
Yeah.
secured. I just believe
It
it's
just says within
within
one.
range
Yeah.
one.
So roll this. Any crits or
Whoa!
wilds? Oh, that's such a
Oh,
spin.
close. All right, so
I was
everyone's
hoping for some
staying on
power there.
objectives.
So you need to roll yours up here.
So
next
for
to
Okoye,
Yep.
nope.
nope.
No, crit fail.
And then
All right.
Killmonger on the far.
Killmonger.
Yeah, makes sense.
Uh,
No. Head or crit or wild, I believe. Yes. Crit or wild.
Yep.
Righty ho.
No one gets the extra power this
Yeah, interesting.
round.
Interesting.
For a
Yeah.
20
Right away,
threat
but-
game, no extra power. It's horrible. What's happening? I need it. I need the power.
You need the power.
I got the power. No, you don't. No power
Okay.
for you.
So I can grab something within range 2 and throw it medium.
So before he jumps into which character he's going to choose, we're going to go through quickly and just kind of decide. Again, Venom, not so relevant right now other than having a Hulk around, but you don't want to activate and start attacking Hulk until Hulk is activated, just because you don't want to give him potentially all this extra power and kind of dice when physically attacking. Thor's definitely at a disadvantage between these three characters. They can definitely come in and start whacking Thor pretty hard. But I, again, really think that the priority right now is on this side. We know they're just going to be bashing each other in the face, but the big problem here is if Killmonger comes in and starts attacking Valkyrie, then Valkyrie's probably going to die, and vice versa. If Valkyrie can start getting an attack onto Killmonger, Killmonger potentially can get dazed as well. I think it's very important because of Killmonger's kill count. If he can daze Valkyrie early, that's huge. I don't think I actually ran through Harley's cards. We're gonna do that. We've got Wakanda Forever. Everyone can attack. Look, that's almost relevant this turn. Again, I don't really want to be focusing. Oh, I guess he's got the Hulk. Yeah, so that's really pretty relevant. If he does that and then tries to Killmonger attack, Black Panther attack, Okoye attack, and Loki, just kind of even Hulk punching Spider-Man. Everyone gets a whole bunch of power, which is really, really relevant. And if he does that on Black Panther's turn, on Killmonger's turn, Killmonger then gets 2 more attacks onto Valkyrie. So I think that's actually his line right now because they all have the power to do it and they can all get back a huge amount of power. It looks like with Hulk just getting a bleed token and some damage that Thor. Oh no, that was probably from Spider-Man last round. Sorry. We got Smash. Actually, it was within range 1. Spend 2. Destroy it. Remove from bad for a number of dice. The active character size. Yep. Cool. A little bit worse than throwing, but you do get to add it to your attack pool. So yeah, it's a bit worse than throwing, but it's Smash. Add a number of dice to activate the size of the terrain feature. Yeah, you'd rather just throw it. So yeah. Vibranium shielding, when this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduces the amount suffered by 1. Black Panther or Shuri may spend X power to play this card. X must be at least 1 and no more than 5. This round, this character and allied characters, while they are within range X of this character, gain the invulnerability on X. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so you can give that to multiple people on the map. That's very, very relevant if you've got Black Panther protecting Loki. So maybe Loki's in a pretty good position here. Vibranium Shield can definitely just defend that pretty heavily. I'm going to jump back in just a moment. We'll go through this Battle Lust. Yeah, add dice. If the attacker deals damage, the attacker is resolved. Push away at the end of the move phase. Yep, cool. Adds 2 to 3 to 4 dice into your pool based on how much power. You spend a power, get a dice pretty much. And then patch up is heal. So I'm going to jump back in and see kind of what is going on in here and what they're activating.
This taco truck at Hulk.
Alrighty, so Venom's activating by the sound of things?
So he's attacked twice, done some damage, and now he's throwing a size 3 taco truck at the Hulk.
Gave the bleed token to Hulk, so.
Even though Spider-Man is closer.
That's a good point. Hang on.
You actually have to draw a direct line, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just like, cause don't you move the thing along the thing?
Yeah, you move along the template. Hang on, that's a very good point. I'm going to go back in time a bit. So excuse the stream
medium
for a bit.
Medium. All right, that's all right. Let's do a Marvel Crisis Protocol
This is gonna
rules.
freak out a little bit, so I do
all right.
apologize. We just got to get that taco truck back.
As much as I'd love you to throw a truck at me, I'd appreciate it if you did.
No, that's absolutely fair, and we got to get these rules right. I think you
Very
are
true.
right. I might have got a little excited. So I'll be throwing. It's like near the end. It's like throwing terrain. Oh god, there's not like going back in time.
Throwing a terrain feature, page 24.
Yeah. It's nice having a rules like person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
there we
over
go.
it. Give it a second to
Alright.
actually load the PDF because I've got a
Okay,
couple of
we're
things
back
running.
in.
This computer's not exactly.
Yeah, no, we're good now. It's probably didn't help that I was trying to reset all the tables and stuff.
Alrighty. Well, alright, we got there. When a character throws a terrain feature, the character's controller positions the movement tool with one end touching the character performing the throw. Don't use the pivot. It must be straight. The first terrain feature or character contacted or overlapped by the movement tool suffers the effects of the collision with thrown terrain feature.
So you should be able
Ignore any terrain
Okay.
feature the throwing character is overlapping when determining collisions.
Cool. So it's the movement tool, not the object. Interesting. Good to know. Okay. Deleting the truck. I'm throwing a truck at you. It's size 3, so before damage, you get your physical dice and defense.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, got a crit.
So you don't add crits for.
It's a success, but it's not a critical success.
So one success, so there'll be 3 damage. And I'm
No,
gonna go
it does
down.
say roll an additional die for each critical in the initial dodge roll. Modified dodgy dice for special
Cool.
effects.
I thought it was only success. Oh, there you go. All good. Hey.
Look at you go.
Yeah. So that'll be 2 damage.
Oh, good.
Take this taco. Yeah. You know, like in the latest one when the Hulk gives tacos to Ant-Man.
You got action shots in here? Oh man, that's sick.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So it's going to be Venom's rather successful turn, I think.
Wow. Not bad.
Was it successful?
He did a lot of damage.
Yeah, but now
Yeah,
Hulk gets to kill a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm aware.
Right.
Just clarifying, you did spend extra power because Loki was in there for any things that you did?
Yes, I did. Yeah. It cost me 4 power
Yeah,
to bloody to bloody throw a taco truck because Loki. Oh, why is Valkyrie floating? That's not right. Not locked. Yeah. Okay.
I kind of want to just go kill Thor.
Don't do that.
Give the long rest.
You
Not gonna
don't
lie,
need to do that.
you can kill a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you wanted him to do 1 extra damage to you.
Yeah, well, actually, I rerolled that crit.
That's true. Yeah.
The question is, do you have to?
I'm not too fast.
I don't think it's a
we'll
may.
be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a may.
fair.
That'd be a cheeky little strat. No, I'm okay with taking the damage. Don't worry.
Man.
Am I?
So all of these, all the terrain that we're using at the moment is in the core box, I believe. I mean, like
The
cards
truck's
are
not.
No, yeah, so it's not in the core box. That's true. But it's all. I like that it's all stuff that you can get.
Yeah, Daily Bugle's here. Gronko's is not quite, but I'm assuming that's just the Daily Bugle with a different
That's
paint
just
job.
like a different paint job. Yeah, and like this car's slightly different, but like the truck you can buy separately. The trash cans are in the core set. You get 2 in the core set and like 4 lampposts.
Yeah, plus the
believe
street
is
lights
the
as well
thing.
that you can utilize.
Yeah.
Is that a street light here? Yeah, you got a street lamp over here as well. Traffic signal is what they're referred to.
Yeah. I think it's 2 and 2, or maybe it's 4. I'm not sure, but yeah.
I believe we still have them on our website at the moment, generalgames.com.au. You can pick up all of the different Marvel Crisis Protocol terrains, characters. We finally had the mats come in as well. I think we've got a mat or 2 floating around. Yeah, they came in like literally this week, last week, something like that.
Oh man, I'm getting one.
So,
yeah, sorry, go on.
Sorry, Loki, it's +1 to all your superpowers, yeah?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. All
right. Yes.
Doing the math.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work out like where the gamma leaps were.
Oh, I see.
It would then sort of allow me to potentially.
Yeah, because then you
attack
can.
that's
both
cool.
Thor and
Rotates
Loki.
around.
Oh yeah, you can attack twice. Yeah, I see what you
Yeah.
mean.
See what I mean?
Yeah,
So it'll leave me with
7
the-
power.
well, no, because Gamma Leap is 3, so it'll go to 4.
Oh, we'll go to 4. Yeah, so you'd
So
have
it'll leave me with
6.
6. So I'll be able to Hulk smash
Yeah,
and strike probably.
yeah, that's yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Oh no, just starts the position. Sad.
So I'm gonna Gamma Leap.
Oh,
that's 4
power.
that hurts so much.
That goes down to 6.
We
So
go on this side.
when you say within range 2, like I
Yeah.
can go.
Yeah, just
Here.
like it's not wholly within; it's just
Yeah.
within.
So, and then I can just sort
Oh,
of.
you can just click the move and it will go for you. Yeah.
Right.
Whose character to max range? There you go.
Yeah.
And now.
Whew.
Just,
We punching up a Thor?
oh, you goddamn right I am.
You're
Okay,
goddamn
I'm gonna
right
do
I
that,
am.
Oh man.
And I think
We're gonna
I can probably
we're gonna do the
do
infamous
that.
Hulk smash.
But before I do that, for my next magic trick,
Oh no.
I'm gonna smash.
Oh god.
Um,
Oh, I hate you.
I'm gonna smash this dumpster
No.
and get +2 to my attacks.
Oh, you
So,
cheeky. So
so I spent 2, so I spent 3. Yeah, Bill.
And not for cards.
Uh,
Cards I think are 2. They're not superpowers.
No, yeah, if it was a superpower like on a gem, it would be, but no, not for cards. So you're just gonna spend 2 power.
Yeah, that was my thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leaves me with 4.
And we're gonna delete this dumpster.
And we're gonna delete the dumpster. Yeah.
Yeah, which I can't. I got it.
You got
Don't stress.
it?
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh no. No, please.
and then I'm gonna Hulk smash.
Yeah, yeah, checks out.
So he's
Right.
got he gets 1 extra for every 3 wounds he's
Yeah,
taken.
he's got 3 extra dice as well.
So he's
So
got 3 extra
so-
and then 2 extra for smash. So he's got
Smash.
5 extra
So
dice.
5 extra dice on top of the 8
8.
you're already throwing.
That's 13 dice.
And as an Wakandan, you can spend power to re-roll one of the
I
dice
got
in
no
that rolls.
power. I'm spending 4 to do that attack. So
Yeah,
I got no
yeah,
power. But I have 13
All right.
dice.
I'm gonna get my 4 dice. Is this against? Who's this against?
This
Loki
is
or
four.
is it against Thor? All right.
You rolled
So
5 shields. That feels bad.
I got 1 crit. So
Yep,
I'll whack that
Add the
again.
crit into it. Whew.
Focus on
Unfortunately, you can't infinite.
No,
I got 2 successes.
Oh, I got 6.
Roll 5 shields. But you also rolled a
okay.
bunch of wilds, which means you both get to stagger and throw him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also gonna be dead. So don't worry about the stagger because I'm definitely flipping.
Oh, you
Yeah.
take 6. How? You take.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. You got 6 successes total, right?
Yeah, and you defended 2.
Okay, yeah.
take
Oh,
4.
excellent. Okay, I'm gonna take 4. Yeah, I
Um,
just definitely worry about the stagger then. So is that before or after the attack is resolved?
after
Before
the
damage is
stagger's
dealt, this
rolled-
character may throw the target character.
Okay, yeah. So you can throw me.
Small?
Yeah. So if I throw you into Black Panther, are you going to take damage?
Yes.
But so will Black Panther.
Black Panther will take 1, where you will take a bit more.
You could throw me into that lamppost though.
Which is 2 damage.
1 damage. So when you're running into something, you take 1.
Of course.
If something's thrown at you, it's the size plus 1.
Okay, yeah. I'll throw you into the lamppost for sure. Then.
Yeah. We'll just move me over here. We're going to delete this traffic signal because I'm definitely bigger than size 1.
Oh. When you throw, is it any direction or is it push though?
It says throw. Oh.
Like, do we have to do? Whoa,
Wait,
yeah.
I throw you from me if it's thrown, isn't it?
do I have to do this one?
Oh no.
Right?
Yeah.
And you can throw him anywhere in like kind of that
Going
direction.
back. Yeah. It's, I completely forgot about that. That's not how this game works.
You don't. Yeah. Alright.
Oh, we're doing a reload. Give us a second. Yeah, we did
That didn't
stuff
even
up that one.
work.
Don't worry about it, Bill. We'll
It's fine.
just play it by ear. We'll just
Yeah,
play
yeah.
it over here somewhere.
Yeah. So you throw
Small. Away from me.
away, so you get your little 90-degree.
So you can throw him into Black Panther.
So I'll take more damage if I throw you into me. Won't I?
Yeah.
So. I
Is
won't.
it throws like that? He probably could have gotten thrown into the lamppost, honestly.
Yeah, it probably could have.
Official
yeah, I'm down.
adjudicator.
Listen,
You got posted.
Yeah,
It'll be cool.
You're a bit like that.
it'll be
direction.
cool.
You got
It'll be
posted.
cool. That's
yeah.
easy as that. All right,
Alright.
so he's going to take It's before damage, so he's going to take 1 for that, and then he's going to take 4 for the rest. So he's going to be on 5 wounds.
Yep.
Hello to chat. A literal god coming in saying hi, same as Blue Venom TV. Welcome to it, fam. Yeah, we're doing social distancing over here. I've got a home set up. I've got my masks just in case. I've got some extra things floating around. We got family photos in the back. We've got the back room to my house. It's all nice and dark and scary. There's a bunch of things in there. So welcome to it. Obviously, because Victoria is in lockdown, we cannot be doing any kind of close-knit thing. So we're working on a bit of a different game mode here. Something we don't normally do is called Tabletop Simulator. Playing one of our favorite games, Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have all of this in stock at our store. We have it all on our website, generalgames.com.au. We just can't play it in the store, as makes us all really sad. So I've currently got Bill and Harley here playing some games. It's one of Harley's first games. I think it's his second or third game of this one. Bill's played a couple times. We'll be seeing if Bill's any good today, if he can beat a rookie. So any questions, just give us a shout out in chat. But otherwise, enjoy the show.
1 crit. I'll whack that in.
I got 1 success.
Whoa! Is Hulk doing some more attacks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's attacking Loki now.
He's just doing a strike, but he gets plus 5.
7 successes.
Oh, good. I got 1. So
Is
that's
smash
gonna
until
be...
the end of the turn?
Yeah, smash. This is just for the activation.
That's much better. I said that was garbage
oh,
because
yeah.
throw's just like strictly better, but no.
No, that's real good.
No,
That's
no.
real good.
That's potentially more
Yeah,
dice.
so Loki is going to take 5 damage and get dazed.
Yep. And he will also get pushed small.
Yeah.
Wow, screw you.
So get off that objective.
Yeah, yeah, he's not contesting it now anyway. He's definitely done. My character trace is screwing up. I just got to put it above.
Oh man, the fact that Thor's on 1 health, that's so sad.
Oh yeah. I mean, but the annoying part is that I have to shake off that bloody stagger.
Yeah.
That's real frustrating.
Stagger, you lose an action. What's stagger?
Stagger, you basically your first action has to be shake off stagger.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
the character
so
activates first action must be a shake action. The shake action must remove the stagger special condition. Yeah, okay. You gotta kind of like give yourself a bit of a head shake, like whoa.
Yeah.
And that's the whole done.
Just casually.
You just cash.
Honestly, Thor should be dazed as well. I'm not gonna lie. You got kind of gypped on that extra attack.
You got pretty lucky there, to be honest.
I certainly did. All right, Judicator.
Yo.
At the start of each of my turn, I can spend a power to remove a damage or a special condition.
Yep.
As my Asgardian thing. Do you reckon that applies to stagger also?
Well, yeah, it's a special condition.
Yeah.
That's literally what it means. Things like bleed. What do we got at the rules? Stun, bleed, slow, shock, root, poison, judgment, incinerate, hex, bleed.
Yeah. Sweet. Yes, you will take a wound. I don't know where your bleed token's going.
It's down at the bottom here.
Oh.
I don't know. All my activation tokens aren't working.
Yeah, they've glitched out for me too. Just put them above. No, don't. Move it on.
Yeah, right, I'm with you.
They're freaking out. Just chucking them above them.
You can just unlock it, maybe?
You've
Oh, no, Max.
Nah, alright, you get you.
Oh, no. And now all of his tokens have disappeared.
Oh! Jesus. I'm gonna lock it again.
Right.
Yeah. That's why playing in person is a bit better.
Yeah.
Run across this
Look,
stuff. But
this system's not perfect. It's good as what you can get. But,
it is definitely good.
I'd rather play games than not play games, but I'd definitely rather play games in person than play games online.
Definitely.
Yep.
Okay. So
Hulk is done. What do we got on this side now?
Yeah, I mean everyone basically, except for Loki, who got body.
Well, you had first priority, right? Who did you activate first? Thor?
No.
Oh, yeah, you activate Venom, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because my bloody token disappeared. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He did a very successful turn, and I was expecting Hulk to go after Spider-Man, but he just turned around and just had a friggin' party.
Oh, I saw that lethal
okay.
protector coming into play.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Thor.
Yep.
We're gonna spend a power to get rid of Stagger. And then we're going to. How far do I throw it?
Yeah, that's real rough. Thor not dying.
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing. 13 dice, I was like, come on. But,
You could have arguably hit Loki first with like a strike or something because he has lower defense to try and get the power to.
He doesn't give power for his initial one.
No.
Oh, that's
because Asgardians get like a bunch. All right,
No,
so I'm gonna
Hulk doesn't get
spend.
power from striking. He doesn't get it from cantripping.
Yeah, but he also just gets free power return.
Yeah.
So it's kind of bit of give and take. Thor's going to spend 3 power to throw this dump truck at the Hulk.
Just what do you got? You trying to do for Asgard or the Strongest Avenger? Alright.
Strongest Avenger. Yeah. And so
just gonna double check something real quick.
I had a look. I just checked.
Alright.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw that at the Hulk. So it's a size 4 truck.
What do we got here? Hulk has such little defense. Why?
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
garbage.
I think the idea is that you want him to take damage so
That
he
doesn't
can
matter.
he can
At
hit
least
real hard.
3. And like his
Alright,
mystics
so
on 3. That's garbage.
5 damage.
I feel like
Yeah.
the mystics at 3 is because he's so dumb that
Yeah, he doesn't pay attention to it. Cool. All right, that's good to know.
he blanked out on that roll. Garbage.
Mm-hmm. And then
you do get power from that, by the way, Hulk.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He
it's on
went back
6.
up.
Cool.
It was on 1.
1.
Okay, and then for
Good
my
call.
first
Cool.
action.
Oh man, that's so rough. I'm sorry, Harley.
Yeah. Oh well. It was good while it lasted.
Oh well, if Thor gets dazed there, like what's he got at the moment? He's got Spider-Man to attack you back and like Valkyrie, but Valkyrie's
so I'm
locked
gonna
up.
spend 3 power to do 4 Asgard.
Yeah.
So I think, unfortunately, as kind of rough as guts as this is, that's almost the game. Hulk is gonna pretty much die this turn, which is crazy unfortunate considering he took 20 damage this turn. But if Thor's dazed there, Hulk remains on 11. He has priority next turn, so he ends up with potentially 3 or 4 more power. He then gets to punch up Thor for the finish. And then Hulk remains on 10 health, or at least he gets a whole bunch of power next turn of still doing stuff, To have that miss on that last dice, I think, is actually more relevant than almost anything else at this point. Hulk dying here, which, look, you know what? Could blank out. Nah, there's the 20. He will get chucked across the room. Wait for it. We need someone to throw him. Yeah. I'll be right back. There's a way that we do this in the game, just so we're all aware.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna pick it up and we're gonna launch him off.
You just throw him off the table. Okay, now I'm gonna do.
So that was really rough. We're gonna see Thor probably try and pick up some rubble or maybe move around a bit. I guess Thor can still get punched up next turn and be dazed for a turn, so that's pretty relevant. Loki getting dazed as well. I mean, he's just gonna come back next turn and not be too crazy. I think that now, if Harley's smart, he potentially tries to bash Valkyrie really hard on this side, getting a bunch of power for it, getting the extra reroll for Killmonger, and he plays off Killmonger as his priority with Black Panther. Black Panther really just getting in the way of Thor. Loki's still going to be sitting pretty far behind, but if Harley can pick up something from the rubble, or even if Thor picks it up and then Black Panther punches him again and takes it from him, that's where we're going to see this game start to go forward. I think Harley now needs to focus really heavily on victory points and taking care of those, finding the Kree however best he can. Again, Killmonger potentially killing Valkyrie and then hitting up on the rubble is going to be the best solution to this problem. So we'll jump back into it and see what they're going for.
3 dice. But I keep blanks. Cool.
Thor doing a punch up on Loki.
He's throwing his hammer at him.
Hammer throw.
Hammer throw.
You get the shock special condition.
Successes.
You got what? Oh, you can add blanks?
Yeah. I think. Oh, wait, no. I've got to spend the power to do that. Don't worry
Yes.
about it.
You're welcome to.
Is that for I'm a God?
Yeah.
Yeah, spend the power, add the blanks.
How much power did you have?
Successes.
I had 4, so I spent 2.
Yeah, okay.
So I got 5 successes then.
So he takes 3?
3, yeah.
Range 5 for hammer. Man, that's pretty huge.
And you also get the shock condition as well.
What's that do?
I'll tell you.
The shock means the character removes 1 die from their attack roll.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, and then for the last power, I'm going to try and pick up this creep power
The
core.
creep power.
Yeah, which to be honest, with a character with 1 wound left, isn't super smart. It's cool. I failed anyway.
Yeah.
All right, and that is going to be that's going to be done.
Thor's turn.
All right. For my next
Man,
one,
if you had done that extra damage,
This game's very
could've-
different.
would have been a pretty hectic game. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
That's
still very
crazy.
close.
yeah,
I think it's definitely leaning much more towards Bill's way now, because obviously you've just taken Hulk off the table. But Bill's still got everyone else on pretty solid health. Loki just took some damage there, but otherwise, like, Thor's nearly dead. Loki's dazed. If you get the you get priority next turn. So if you can potentially take Thor off the table before he gets a chance to do anything,
swing that could
There's-
come in this. Yeah.
definitely swinging back and forth. But it is Harley's turn. What is Harley doing is the real question.
I
Doing the big old think.
will.
One detail in this, which I'm really impressed by. So when you get the models in real life, just getting Hulk here for a second. You can see on his face they've got a little. You keep doing your turn as small for Max. You can see he's got the little trash can. The little plastic cup. Yeah, so that comes as like they've got basing options in the in the base kits, and I like that they did that for the actual for the tabletop simulator version. That they kind of
Well, yeah, there's a huge chunk of people out there that do their own little bases. They do a bunch of added stuff. They like kind of mold some newspapers and stuff on the ground, which is pretty cool.
Valkyrie, Bill.
don't do that.
With,
Killmonger's doing the thing.
Vibranium weapons, so it's an energy.
Okay, energy.
5 dice.
Valkyrie. All right. Before you do that, during the next attack, I can throw things. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I've got 3 energy defense.
Is it energy vibranium? I thought it was physical. Am I
Yeah.
gone crazy? No, it's energy.
spear.
Vibranium weapons. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Pew!
Ooh, 2 crits. Hello.
I got 4 successes.
I got 5
5.
successes.
Bill definitely got 5.
That was a very good roll.
But you have 2.
And I have Pierce though.
Yeah.
So I can change one of your dice to a blank.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I have 4 successes.
Yep.
Versus 4 successes.
Yep.
Rough.
By the looks of it.
Yep, that's a shame.
That's a bit of a dog. Rough.
Yep.
Hey.
So I didn't get any energy, so that's a shame. But I will just do that again. But I get +2 attacks.
Yeah.
Because I already attacked you.
Focused on the kill.
Yeah.
Gets 2 extra dice on this attack. That's very powerful. Good. You would have liked obviously 1 more power to try and get the Black Ops strike. I think would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, that was.
That was the goal. Yeah.
Yeah. Throw 9 dice at that particular point in time.
Yeah. How did I do this time? Oh, not good. 1 success.
Neither did Harley though.
I got a crit, so I'll roll that.
Now, Harley, my friend, you have the affiliation of Wakanda. You may spend an energy to re-roll a dice as well if you'd like.
Yeah. Or alternatively, I could spend 2 energy. Oh,
spend
I kind of
powers.
want to look at that rubble though, I suppose.
Yeah.
What do I want to do? Yeah, I'll. How many wounds you got?
I've got 6. Far out, 6.
Yeah, got a good
got,
chunk of health on Valkyrie.
Yeah, I got 1 success.
I'll reroll one. I'll reroll one of these.
Yeah, so you can click on these little buttons up here.
I'll reroll one of these blanks.
You gotta click on the actual number.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, alright. That's why.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Alright.
Yeah.
Come on, give me a swirl.
Not a swirl, but that's a hit.
I'll take it.
That's a hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4
4
successes. I'm counting.
Yeah.
Versus 1 defense.
Against my 1, so I'll take 3 damage.
Yep.
You'll get 3 power on Killmonger.
Yeah. So that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
And then for his last magic trick, he will have a look at that rubble.
Oh yeah, 2 dice. Here we go. Will we ever pick up the creep power core? No, not today.
If you would like, Harley, don't forget your cards. They do some things.
I've got
Oh,
Like,
true.
I got some ideas for this.
As your hand like travels over
No,
Wakanda forever.
no, I'm not going to use that yet. I got to get all the other guys in range, man.
They
That's
are
fair.
almost all in range. You can use your 0. So Okoye is range 2, I think, is the one that you miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you can Vibranium
Oh,
Spear
she's got
Blast.
the range 4. Yeah, she's got the range 4 Vibranium Spear.
You also get the Black Panther attack.
Yeah, I sort of want to. Yeah, but I mean, I can use that in any of the phases.
Mhm.
So.
It's also that both of those will be targeting Thor, who's only got one.
Yeah.
That's
one
fair. And
wound.
Thor has already activated.
Yeah.
More than anything, it means that Killmonger gets an extra attack onto Valkyrie.
Yeah, but I can still do
That's
that
true.
afterwards, though. Can I? Can I not?
You can do
So
it whenever.
Like if I then do Black Panther, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
Well, how
yeah.
many uses Valkyrie? She's only
I
taking
think
3.
you
Three.
lose. You will lose focus on the kill though, because it's a different turn.
Yeah, this turn. Yeah, it'll be a different turn. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, so what's the range for? Is that's just gonna be for?
Loki's got a strike at range. Yeah, you're at
Not
range
bad.
3 for Loki.
It's not a bad. It's not a bad shout. It would be nice if.
Yeah, I think I probably will do that. Really.
I don't think you unfortunately get Spider-Man off that.
Well, Loki won't get to do it, will he? Because he's not Wakanda.
We've went through this. He still gets to do it.
No, we went through it again.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, did you keep reading the chat?
Maybe. I thought 'cause what we've read in the rules was that it. Look, I'm happy for it to not because that was balked.
Yeah, I don't think they do. Anyways, yeah, so we'll do that. We'll do it. So, Killmonger will spend a power.
Would argue only one of them need to spend a
What's
power.
the range on Black Panther?
Range
so
2.
they'll
not actually in range.
Oh, really? That's rough.
Well, it saves his power, I suppose.
We would have got power from the strike though.
Yeah, true. But Okoye will do it. Why not?
spend that power.
So they will both
Attack.
have
Yep.
an attack. So we'll do Killmonger. So
You're gonna add your 2 dice plus whatever your
regular.
0 strike is. So yeah, so 5, 7 dice. Yeah.
Come on.
Against my 3.
Come on, big fella.
What do you got? Some big old attacks here.
Oh, I got 2 swirls. That's money.
Well, I didn't get any successes.
There you go.
So that's 4 successes, Bill.
Yeah, and that is going to be 3 damage. So I'm going to take 3 and get dazed and gain 3 power.
And I will take. So you took 3 damage. So
you'll
I
gain
get
3 power as well.
3 power as well. 2, 3. And then Okoye will do her.
I'm also going to give you a kill count up here because you have dazed a character, which means you get to re-roll 1 dice now whenever attacking.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
That seems sick. I actually want to play Killmonger just for that.
Do her attack, Bill.
Yeah, Thor's got 4 energy defense.
Yeah, Thor's a tanky boy.
Oh, so tanky.
Honky boy.
I've got a crit there. Oh, no.
1?
I just got the 1.
That's
my
swirl
God.
do anything? You can spend a power to re-roll a dice though.
No.
You've got also, you've got General of Dora Milaje. You just get to reroll a dice anyway. Thank
you. Yeah, true.
And you can choose the order in which you do it, so you can reroll without spending the power right now.
Yeah. So I'll reroll one of these blanks.
Oh man, I'm so tense right now.
There it is.
No. All right, I'll take a damage, gain a power, and become dazed.
Cool. And now she gets power, I believe.
She does. After that attack is resolved, you get a power.
Yep.
She unfortunately does not have kill count though.
Nope. That's alright. Alright.
Oof.
That's
Oof, dude.
That's
bro.
So just as I was saying on this far side, obviously I did give the huge hint to Harley on my thought process of what he should do, but winning this I think was actually much more important than Harley potentially realized. As a new character, a new player, I just wanted to give him that push. He definitely could have saved that maybe till next round. He does have priority then, and potentially get an extra attack with Black Panther and Okoye. Maybe even doing some extra stuff to Thor next turn to just try and quickly finish him off. But I think having the priority token next turn means that he gets that opportunity again to either Killmonger, kill Valkyrie outright, get that extra threat maybe send Okoye or Loki maybe onto this one to secure it, and then send Killmonger back into the fight with a double reroll from what is it, kill count. I think is really huge. If he gets to start wailing on Thor very quickly, Killmonger can just push across to this side and just try and take out all of this. So it's very important to think of. We've only got Spider-Man here, so we're going to whack onto Loki. If Harley remembers he's got Vibranium Shield in, they can spend a bunch of power and keep that Loki alive for a little bit longer, which is relevant. But yeah, Killmonger now with priority token being on this side, I think he can possibly ignore Valkyrie. Valkyrie might get the 2 attacks. Has a huge chunk of power, but gets like I guess Dragon Fang's actually pretty petrifying. So maybe there's a world in here where Killmonger just tries to kill Valkyrie, get that extra kill count up, and then push right. But it's a question of what Thor's going to be able to do on this side. But Vibranium Shielding's there to potentially defend that next turn as well. So Spider-Man's obviously pushing Loki around. It's crazy enough, that's what he does. So this now becomes a lot more even, but I still think it's very much on Bill's side. Taking out Hulk there, that cheap die not killing Thor, I think is absolutely huge. Obviously, that 1 dice represented, 10 damage to Hulk in that turn. So, sucks, but that's how it is. I think double days in these guys means that the next priority token moving on to here maybe has to go to Black Panther to try and actually just kill. Where's he at? Kill Thor if possible. Having 6 on the next side with 4 defense is going to be really rough. I don't think Black Panther attacks super well. He gets to kinetic burst, but not with anything else fancy. Was it 6 extra dice when attacking makes pay step attack? This character may spend up to 3 additional power to add 1 dice, and then you get to push as well. Maybe Battle Lust. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that Black Panther can do, but it all costs a bunch of power that he just doesn't have, unfortunately. Black Panther hasn't activated this turn, so he's potentially going to come in and whack Spider-Man for a bunch of power. If he does get to, like, kind of 6-ish power is what you're really looking for. Being able to come back in Kinetic Burst, maybe use Mantle of the Black Panther, even add an extra dice, throwing in, what's that, 7 or 8 dice with a whole bunch of rerolls. I think that's really relevant. Potentially taking out Spider-Man, or I mean, Venom's got a 6 health, but with less defense. Against it's physical, right? I assume. Kinetic Burst is power, is energy based. So yeah, unfortunately, I think he's outside range 2 of Thor, so he's gonna have to probably spend some power to pounce. He's outside of range 4 of Loki, which is pretty good though. So I think Loki hasn't been activated on this side. Dazed. No, Loki's dazed from Thor, right? So. Yeah, interesting. If Black Panther can come in, I guess he gets to move and then just rail on Spider-Man and then try and bash on Thor next turn very quickly. If we can take Thor out of the fight, that's huge. Again, Killmonger just probably takes the punches from Valkyrie and hopes to get a bit lucky. Is it attacking characters make it? Yeah, it's attack rolls, not defense dice, unfortunately, but can still use power from Wakanda to potentially re-roll as well. So.
Why doesn't Loki ever go?
Loki is shocked as well from the look of that
So,
token on his head.
Yes, it's
1.
2 dice. Was it?
Character moves 1 dice from its attack rolls.
1 dice. 1 dice. Alright.
So Spider-Man came in. I assume he pushed Loki a bit, maybe punched him.
No, he tried to punch him, and Loki just went, "But I'm a god, so I'm not here anymore." And so he left, and then
I
he
believe it's
tried to
Trickster?
impact. Yeah, sorry, Trickster. Yeah.
Moves out of range and does some stuff. Yep.
And then I tried to do impact webbing onto Okoye to push her off that objective, but I didn't get any wilds.
So Okoye took 1 damage, got some power for it as well. Okoye and Black Panther haven't activated, and Loki.
And Loki.
Yeah.
What have you activated? BS Bill hasn't activated Valkyrie on the far side, right? But she's been
But
dazed.
she's
You had
dazed.
2 characters dazed, that's why.
Yeah. I've had 3 characters dazed this turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got Thor, Loki, and Valkyrie.
Alright, let's just do Okoye. She's just gonna Vibranium Spear Spider-Man.
Vibranium Spear Blast or Vibranium Spear
Vibranium
Thrust?
Spear Blast.
Yeah, reasonable.
Because I don't have any power.
Spider-Man with his 3/3/3.
Do I want to do that? I think I do.
What you got?
He's going to try and Lethal Protector, but it might
Yeah.
put Venom off the objective, which is very, very
It does. But also, I want to like Okoye, I'm not worried about. I want to do it to someone else. No, you know what? Spider-Man's just going to take it.
He's got a good chunk of health,
Uh,
and that's to take
yeah.
4. That means Okoye has to like completely smash it out while you get garbage.
I got one.
You can
I've got
reroll one of
reroll
those by
one.
being Okoye. You can then spend power afterwards if you would like to.
So I got 2.
Wilds don't happen
Two.
too well for you.
And then I've got 2 rerolls.
Bill just gets to reroll 2 for free because that's what Spider-Man does.
Yeah. So I got 2 successes.
I only got 2 as well, so I just get
Cool.
power.
You also get a power after this is resolved though, which is very relevant. You don't have to deal damage, which is pretty cool.
Yep. What does she want to do? She might just do that again because I kind of want her to be on that objective. I'm pretty happy with her there.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, we should just do that again.
Yeah, I'll just take it again.
Yep.
4 dice v 4 dice.
3 dice, yeah.
Oh, you're on 3 dice? Yeah, of course. You critted, didn't you?
I did a crit, yeah.
That's rough.
Like,
Got 2 successes on that side.
A crit as well, and I get to reroll one of these.
Spider-Man just taking it on the chin,
Yeah.
not caring at all.
3 successes.
yeah, I only got 1 success. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think Okoye's power comes in the ability to Vibranium Spear Thrust and potentially get in a flurry. That's kind of the trick because you can re-roll with the General and even Black Panther. You have a higher chance of potentially getting Wilds and getting a flurry attack off as well.
Yeah.
Or getting a regular strike.
Just the range to not help.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Prove it.
Kind of want to just go take that objective and get some points.
You don't want to attack Spider-Man and kill him for no reason? Am I promoting you do this?
We haven't activated Black Panther yet, right?
Panther.
Black Panther or Loki, yeah.
And Panther has the benefit of being super quick.
Yeah, he's got long movement, right? Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Hear me out as a general strategy. If his only move is to really, if his only action is going to be to move, is it better not doing him last because you know his actions and it can't be
Good call.
messed up by variables and things like that?
What's Loki got? He's got that beam 3. I could hit Spider-Man. Could hit Spider-Man.
You can hit Spider-Man. What's Loki got for him? He's only got 2
Uh,
power, so you can Frost Blast or Strike.
Yeah.
But you can give
what's slow
Spider-Man
do?
Slow Condition, which I believe reduces his movement. Oh, I spelled that wrong.
By 1, probably 1.
Oh.
Right?
I think it goes down to small.
Okay.
Yeah. The character can only use the short movement tool whilst advancing.
Yeah.
Which is pretty relevant for Spider-Man, but I think in this particular scenario as well, Spider-Man's not exactly moving huge amounts of distance.
We'll give it a go though. Yeah.
So you're doing Frost Blast?
Wait. Actually.
Strike offers more damage, right? I don't think you can get into range 2 of him though.
The range, but I can because I can Frost Blast twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But it means like he gets double thing.
You can I am a god him. I am a god, I tell you.
Yeah.
Where's the Hulk? Puny god. Actually, he did. He puny godded Loki.
Yeah, he did.
I'll just Frost Blast.
You got a Frost Blast? Cool. So, now that you're doing that, I activate my trap card.
Yeah.
It's called Lethal Protector.
Yeah.
So, when an enemy character targets a friend of mine within 3, I can spend 2 power, which I'm going to do. And I get to move Venom within range 1 of that character.
Yep.
Is beam attacks targeting? Did we go through this?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I get to take that damage instead.
I think you have to target beam attacks or a special kind of attack.
So yes, it's going to end up hitting Spider-Man anyway.
Yeah. So does it hit them both?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he takes all the damage?
No, it will hit Spider-Man, but basically I just get to move Venom up.
Okay. Cool.
And he'll then potentially get to.
Well, I could potentially do something like
well.
I could do something like this potentially, and that'd be fine.
But I mean, technically, couldn't I do that or not?
Oh yeah, you probably could.
I'm
yeah.
always going to be able to hit you because.
Because it's range 1. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll move up there, and Spider-Man's just going to take the damage. That's fine. All right, so Frost Blast is energy. So against Venom, I think you decide which one it goes against first.
Let's do against Venom first. So
All right,
it's
it's
3
Venom.
dice.
Yeah, and I get 2.
No, 4 dice. Sorry, 4 dice.
I believe you have to measure the range in between you and the base in the centered across that, and if it touches anyone else, then it deals damage. Because the beam means that it's coming directly from you to them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then there's the exact example.
Mm.
I don't
That's
think.
right. We're
Sorry,
gonna run it like
it
this for now.
centers from where you are, and then you point in a direction. So yeah.
I got 1.
I got 1.
You can spend a power to reroll if you so choose. You can roll the block, and that's it for a power.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do that because then you move slow, maybe.
Get a cheeky damage onto who's this one targeting? Venom, right?
Venom, yeah.
I don't know if it's good. Oh, roll. Never mind.
No.
Cool. So now Venom is going to spend 2 power.
3 power.
No, he's going to spend 3 power.
Correct.
No. Yes, he's going to spend 3 power.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and he's going to do something called so many snacks, which he is just going to get to attack you, basically.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna punch you back with the symbiotic tendrils.
Yes. So that is going to be. Yeah. Okay. What is it? 5 dice.
Oh, did you roll 1 extra dice because of you should be rolling 1 extra dice as a shock?
1 less 1, but that's fine. We're learning. So
Yeah.
just for the next attack, do 1 less.
What is it?
Because you have to shock
physical, yeah.
1 on you.
Ah, yeah.
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 Oof. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that's a dead Loki, my dude.
Yeah. I got 6 successes. I was lucky.
We've got 2. One's a crit over here. Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Cool. So I'll gain 2 power for that.
Do I control my attacks?
I believe Beam still does its damage.
Yeah, he shot the
so
beam.
4 on Loki. Oh, sorry, 3.
Thin range beam attackers.
3 on
Spiders, man. Yeah, and I get 3 as well.
Got crit.
I got no successes so far, but we can reroll 2 of them. Thanks to Spider Sense.
3 successes, Bill.
I got 1 success.
So
2 damage. 1, 2. 2.
And you will be slow.
Slowed.
I can grab you.
No.
Spidey boy is slowed.
Yeah.
I love the
That's
picture of a
annoying.
slowed. He's been caught in a spider web.
How ironic.
There's a big irony in here.
Yes. Okay. And that will be a dazed
Yep.
Loki.
And now Black Panther.
Black Panther.
So now you have the choice of moving or just punching.
Always a good choice.
I mean, Spider-Man's only got 2 health now, right?
Damn.
Black Panther's really short range, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He has
He's
pounce
got
though.
really good. He's got pounce and he's got long movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need a smidge more power. I sort of wanted to.
Well, you can still pounce for 2. Move yourself
I could
small
pounce.
and then strike. Hope for enough power from like Venom or something to then kinetic burst someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we might do that. We'll give it a whirl. That'll be cool. We'll pounce.
I'm gonna clean this up.
Yep. So I will do that.
You pouncing?
Yeah,
He's pouncing.
Range 2 for the pounce.
It's smaller.
It's move small.
Oh, it's too small.
Move
Excellent.
small. Yep. Normally when you're moving yourself, it's tend to be small at ranges, right? It's strange. It rotates between the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Actually, want to get that far away.
I can't believe it's bottom of turn 2.
so much death.
So
Lots
much
happen.
has happened.
Oh, like any
So
war game
much
though,
has
it's
happened.
the first 2 or 3 turns are always the longest, and then it starts getting a lot quicker because you're wounded, you're
Mm.
damaged. The plans are
Yeah.
much more straightforward. The first turn 1 and 2 are kind of where like all the plans are being enacted, and then turn 3 and 4 are kind of like we're like, well, plans are done. Now we're just following through the motions of seeing what
Yeah.
happens.
You struggling over there, Harley?
Your idea. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Looking good, mate.
Yeah.
You going after Spoders, man?
Yeah. No, I think I'll keep Venom.
Okay,
I just want it to be within range 2 of them all. Just
that's fair. That's absolutely fair. All right, so going for Venom.
yes.
Excellent.
So, strike.
Strike.
Yeah.
Cool.
Got no power. So.
All right,
yeah,
bet.
5
I've
dice.
got 4 dice. Oh man, I am rolling like straight fire today.
I just got 2.
2 successes.
I got 3 successes.
You're good.
So I'm going to spend 2 power,
Yeah.
and I'm going to hit you again.
How are you gonna do that?
He's got so many snacks here.
So many snacks.
That's how you can only do it. Oh, once per you need 3 power, mate. Don't you?
Nah, Loki's
no, 'cause
dazed.
You're
KO
dazed,
them.
mate.
Loki is
Yeah.
dazed. This actually isn't
Uh,
the worst thing. Black Panther reduces the damage through vibranium armor, and you probably want the power of potentially kinetic burst him,
Yeah.
or
So
like Mantle of Black Panther or things like that.
Symbiote tendrils is 5 dice.
Yeah.
5. Oh, that could have been better. That's fine.
Oh
though.
wait, I can reroll my attacks too. Oh no, I don't have to pay for that. No, I have to pay for that.
You have to pay for Mantle of Black Panther. So what's that? You've got 3 4 defense for him, 4 physical defense, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Clear 4
And you add
blank.
blanks to defense rolls as well. So you actually have 3
I get
successes.
3 successes.
Oh, I only got 2. That's fine. You will still gain the bleed special condition.
Yes.
'Cause
Unfortunately, that
Venom is a
attack has been
douchebag.
resolved.
Yeah. Cool. Cool mananas.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I can strike again, can't I?
You can strike
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
correct?
Yeah, I'll strike Venom again.
Venom again. Cool.
Venom over Spider-Man? Question mark.
Well, Spider-Man's just so like because he's got the rerolls.
He's only got 3 dice as opposed to Venom's 4.
Yeah,
But
and
with 2 rerolls, it ends up being about.
Well,
the
Well,
same.
you've got
die.
strike, which says before damage is dealt, you can push the target away small, so you can push him into the car if you wanted. We'll take some damage.
So push.
Take damage in a push.
Push doesn't do damage. It's got to be a throw. Yeah.
I'm a fool. Alright, reasonable.
Yeah, I think I'll get Venom.
All right. My 4 physical dice.
Say my taxes 5 dice.
Oh, 1 success.
2 successes.
All right. I'll take 1 damage. Gain 1 power.
And that's him done.
You'll gain
Cool.
2 power though for your troubles.
1.
You dealt 2 damage, right?
No.
No,
just
you
1.
only dealt 1. Ew.
Yeah.
And I do get to push you small.
Yeah, you do.
You can push him into Spider-Man. Does that do anything? Question mark.
No, so it's the keyword is push instead of throw.
Oh.
They act the same, but push just does no collision damage.
I want the
push
push
you over
keyword. Come at me. Man, this.
'Cause you're bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
You
Yeah,
can.
push can't cause collisions. That's so sad.
Go on.
It's a good way to add more balancing, I think.
That's fair. Means you can
And
play
it's-
movement game without having to be damage related.
Yeah, that's it. You don't have to pay for it in other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's me, I think.
I think it goes through the car. I'm not really sure what the action is there, but I am bigger than it, so I think I just go through it. But it might be like when you get pushed, you like go along the template until you hit something or something.
I'll figure it out. Pushed. Character that's pushed follows all the rules for a character that is thrown, except that it doesn't cause collisions with other characters or objects.
Okay, yeah. So I
So
will
if I
be
check
like, yeah,
thrown,
Okay.
I will not go through. Will I destroy the car if I'm pushed into it?
no, because it doesn't cause collisions.
Yeah.
Move the thrown character along the
So you
movement
can
template with his base center on the movement tool, the specified distance.
Cool. That's it for this turn.
Yeah. Yep.
So cleanup phase. None of us have the Kree power core yet.
Nope.
You're holding two objectives.
Correct.
Yes.
So it's going to be 2 points. I'm holding none and have none, so I'm not going to score anything. So now we're going to go. You're going to get the priority token.
For Kree.
And we do a bunch of stuff now. So we get rid of our activated tokens.
So starting with priority player, Okoye and Killmonger have to check to see if they get pushed or not.
True.
Do I keep shock? When do I get rid of shock?
When you get dazed.
When you flip, or you can shake it off.
Oh, so I flip now. So
you would flip now, yeah.
Yeah.
Max, do you want to search up the order in which stuff is done?
What do you mean?
Do you flip first and then do the power phase stuff? When does flipping happen?
Yeah, of course. Flipping normally happens in the cleanup phase.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about.
So we flip Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Right, how do I flip here? There it is. The button. Thor, you're toast. You just don't even flip.
Whereas yeah, they're dazed.
Shock can go, daze can go, kill count is there, bleed on you.
Man, this system is not liking it.
Black Panther will keep his bleed token because he hasn't actually. Wait.
Yeah. Did he take the damage?
That will be at the end of that phase, won't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in his
yeah.
And then that goes, yeah.
No.
Oh,
so that stays until you shake it or until you flip.
Yep.
Cleanup phase.
So now we do the move.
Yes, the power phase stuff. Yeah. So you have priority. So you'll roll for Koye and Killmonger.
Just one dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll a dice.
It's a crit.
Crit or a wild in that?
Yeah. Just a crit.
So Koye's chilling. No, it's a crit or wild.
Crit and wild. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
And then Killmonger.
Yeah.
Wild.
Oh.
So
right,
Bill
so
gets to push him small.
I need you to leave.
But I get two
power for it.
Yeah.
Power.
That's on Killmonger, not Black Panther.
Sorry,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, over to here.
And now I'm going to roll my dice for Valkyrie and for Thor.
And we get our power at this stage of the game too?
Yes, correct.
All right,
so everyone should get
Valkyrie,
one. Loki will get two, being an Asgardian.
Yeah, that's not a thing. And Thor rolling his dice.
Nah, also not a thing.
Nothing. All right, cool. Great. All right, I've got all my power.
Yeah.
We're all done on this side too.
Yeah.
And you've got priority, man. So go for it.
Alrighty. Yeah. So double checking what Harley's doing while they're making the decisions. I mean, he's got a lot of options here. I mean, Battle Lust. Killmonger can really just charge into Valkyrie and kill her. You get to charge, followed by an attack action. You can spend literally five power here and just kill her. Hopefully with a Black Ops strike. Maybe get what is it? Place it within one. They get the stagger. I think if you can charge and Black Ops for 7 dice, you also get to re-roll one of them. You can try and peek out and kill Valkyrie. If not, you just then probably regular Vibranium weapons after that, or even Black Ops Strike again, based on... I guess you can't... Yeah, you could possibly Black Ops Strike again. To just really finish her off. He gets the extra kill count. He also captures objective. He also can potentially check the rubble. And then I think that takes an action away from Bill, giving him 4 actions on this side. He then probably ends up with Venom. I don't think he can kill Black Panther right now. And it doesn't look like anyone else is really at risk either. So potentially Okoye or Loki cop it. But again, he gets to then Black Panther and potentially jump all over Thor. And even bring him out of the fight. Or even, I guess, Days Spider-Man this round is also really, really relevant too. Bill then has to kind of figure out what they're at from there. So that's my opinion on what he should be doing. Either, I think Killmonger into Valkyrie. There's some fights up in here. And then Black Panther gets to kill some people. Hopefully he even gets attacked and gets some more power. So he can start punching. Or even now he potentially Black Panther's first. And maybe hits up Spider-Man. Is actually not too crazy. Because Valkyrie's not doing too much on this side. And she probably can kill Killmonger, so that's very, very important to kind of worry about as well. With some good rolls and stuff. I mean, he's got 4 physical defense, and I think Valkyrie's mostly physical attacks. Yeah, so 10 power though means that we can potentially like Dragon Fang into a flurry, as Guardian Might this light post. Also get the charge. Like there's a lot of sudden things that Valkyrie can do in this fight. So we'll jump in, see what he's decided.
The map. All right. Black Panther can spend X to play this card. X must be at least 1 and no more than 5. This character, this round, this character and allocates by the X. This character gains the invulnerable superpower, innate superpower, X is equal to the power spent. And this character would suffer damage from an every effect reduced. Okay, so basically everyone within range of how much power you're spending will gain that passive on their character sheet.
Yeah. Now that passive, when it says enemy effect, does that mean like your attacks?
My attacks, if I throw something at you,
you take 1 reduced damage from anything that he's going to do, except for things like obviously bleed. Like that's honestly about it. Otherwise, you're just taking damage from things. You take 1 less damage.
Yep. Look, I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna spend 3 power.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend Black Panther's 3 power and do vibranium shielding, and so that'll get these 3 guys.
Yep. While they're in range 3. Yep.
Yep.
So for the rest of the turn, they will take 1 less damage. We're just gonna.
So
I'll flip it and put
as
it
long
here.
as
good call.
So as long as they're actually still within 3. So if I push them outside,
I don't
of that
think
range,
so. Oh no, while they're within. Okay.
While
reasonable.
they're within this character, yeah. So some cheeky pushes might happen.
Yep.
Well, it depends on who can push, right?
Then.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Looks at 3 out of 5 health Spider-Man.
Hey. Listen.
I mean, Black Panther just spent all his power, so we'll see.
The other question I have is that if I daze Black Panther.
Let's read this. Suffer this round the characters. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think. I think they still get the invulnerability from it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because Black Panther doesn't get that passive. The others get that passive based on where Black Panther is,
gets
right?
it as well.
Oh yeah, he definitely gets it. But I mean, like everyone gets it based on where he is. It's not he gets that ability that says everyone within range of him.
It'll probably if you're near a rulebook max, if you can go to the dazed section, it'll probably tell you.
All right, we'll check out days while you guys are
So what are you doing now then?
So now he has to continue activating Ocean.
I believe so. Yeah. I always get slightly confused about active stuff. I think it has to be on that person's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was sort of my assumption.
Yeah, it says Days characters don't have team tactics cards or superpowers, or they can't attack as well.
Okay, cool. So,
but again, my argument is that that's not a superpower attached to Black Panther.
Didn't you just say team tactic cards?
But he's already played the team tactics card.
Oh, I see.
I reckon.
Do we have Chris in the chat?
Activate during the activation phase.
I reckon I might attack. Although Spidey's taking 2 damage, hasn't he?
Whoa.
It's the cleanup phase.
Thor goes up to 8 health when he flips.
Goes up to?
Yeah.
He starts on 6 and goes
on the
up.
other side.
Yeah, he's almost more powerful on the backside. It's pretty crazy. He's a very tanky boy.
I reckon Panther's gonna strike Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
How very dare you?
I reckon that's the play.
Alright. I've got 3 dice.
I'm not disagreeing that's the play at all.
I got 5.
How did I do? Not bad actually, not bad. Get this reroll. Bang that in there. Alright, 3 successes.
That's very good actually, Jesus. We got a crit on this side though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I only got 3 still.
Blank versus blank.
Oh, Spider-Man! Hang in there!
Real rough.
You do get pushy, small.
No!
You also get an extra attack. Keep in mind.
Why do I get an extra attack?
Because activating that card wasn't an action.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. No, sorry. I thought you meant I got an extra dice, and I was like,
no. Before damage. Now,
I'm just saying, if you push him outside of your range, then you might not be able to attack him again.
Yeah, but I think it just sort of because he's now slow. Yeah.
Ah, he is too. That's fair.
I don't know. Might help.
Yeah, he is though. Yeah.
with Frozen. He's just so hard to.
He does have the Asgardian affiliation, so he can spend a power to remove that slope if he's desperate for it.
Yeah.
I don't think you have an option though. I think you actually have to push them back.
No. Yeah, you do. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he
yeah.
can just push you into this car again.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
That's. I don't know. Yeah.
Tough
actually,
decisions
yeah,
are tough.
do that. Yeah. I was sort of hoping that Hulk might do a little bit more this game.
Hulk did a lot. He just
Hulk-
got taken out very
Hulk-
quickly.
I just needed him to kill. I needed him to kill Thor. I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Yeah.
that pivotal moment was me rolling that one extra defense dice, and like you rolled 13 dice and 5 of them were shields. Like that's bad rolling.
Yeah, I suppose I'll just attack you again.
Yeah, pushing me into the car and attacking again. Sweet. All right.
So it'll be 5 dice again.
And I got my 3. Okay. I'm gonna reroll 2 of these.
Got
2 that time? Yeah, rough.
Oh, I only got the
Took
one.
the 1 though.
1 damage. Oh, 4 out of 5. He's bloody close. So you're gonna push this time then?
Yeah.
There's nothing really you can unfortunately kind of rock on here.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know,
Because,
you don't even have the power of battle
the
lost.
only hope would have been like if you get the power and then spend the
Yeah.
power, you don't.
Yeah, you could have done like connect burst or something if you'd done some more damage. Yeah.
You could have used
No,
that
it's like
shield
if
like at the end of the turn if you really wanted.
What's that, sorry?
You could have used the shield card at the end of the turn if you wanted.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking about that.
Interesting.
But he's like the only one that can do it.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't have Shuri, so.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
Rough. Real rough. Black Panther will also take a damage because he has a bleed token on him.
yes.
Look, really rough. Real unfortunate on that one. He's looking at Spider-Man doing Spider-Man things. Impact web in range 4.
Right.
So seeing the kind of failed hit up on Black Panther, look real rough, but I guess Spider-Man does have a bunch of those re-rolls. Black Panther just doesn't have a lot of dice on him, like 5 dice. It's fine. I would definitely rather see 6 dice to really push him through damage, plus some re-rolls. Obviously not having enough power there because of the shielding. While shielding is relevant there, I think the more important part is trying to daze Spider-Man just to keep people off objectives. Keep Okoye on there. Again, if Thor wants to come through, maybe punch up Okoye. Like, I think they're fine with that. Okoye probably cops it, but martial artist definitely helps get involved in there. But I think dazing Spider-Man to lose an action is really relevant. Venom's going to be the really tough one here. I think Venom's just going to rip through all of this. I don't think Harley can kill Venom right now, especially with the output that Black Panther has. He really needs Killmonger to come through and take out Valkyrie. And so dazing people like Spider-Man, keeping them off objectives, stopping them from taking victory points, just slowing him down as much as possible. Because like 8 health, 7 health, 5 damage. 4 physical against. What do you got? Physical attacks, like energy attacks in there. Yeah, cool. Okoye, physical energy. Like we got enough of kind of the options. And we've got some power coming from Okoye too. So I guess he's just trying to keep him alive and let Okoye and Loki put in the work. Look, Okoye can. What do we got here? Vibranium shielding, Vibranium spears thrust maybe. 5 dice against 4 defense from Venom. Flurry, try and get you an extra strike against 4 dice against 4. I just can't see it doing much, honestly. Vibranium spear blast, the 4 energy versus 3. Is it 2? That's where you've got to be at. And trying to get Okoye in there to just like Vibranium spear, Vibranium spear and strike maybe, and just maybe bodyguard. Vibranium spear, get the energy, maybe just regular strike. Oh, you can't even see that's out of range 2. It's rough, really rough for Harley. He needed Hulk to just survive that one extra turn. Daisy and Thor there has completely flipped the game plan, unfortunately. So looks like we're doing some pretty petrifying things with Thor. What's he got? He's got God of Thunder. No, he's hammer throwing. He's hammer throwing Loki. We'll jump back into it, see what's happening.
I'm a god and hope for the best.
Yep, that's also a thing.
Loki is a god? You don't want a trickster?
Well, that's what we're talking about, doing one or the other.
Is if I trickster, then he can then spend the rest of his power and shank all my other heroes.
I don't believe he gets the power back for what it's worth.
No, as in like, So I don't get the power back, but if he goes out of range of the
Attack, then he
debuff
gets to
thing.
either attack. Oh,
He
right.
would be able to do for Asgard,
So 4 Asgard is 3 power.
which he would have enough power for. Whereas if I take the one hit, he can't for Asgard.
Hmm.
And then, so you've got what, one other activation?
I got so I've got 2 actions on Thor at the
Yeah,
moment.
so you got two actions.
And then spends all these power?
Yeah, but it
Ah.
spends all of his power in probably
Onto Loki?
If he'd move, he'd probably go kill okay, something.
Yeah.
I reckon I'm gonna do I am a god.
Okay.
Little idea here, depending on how desperately you want Loki to live. Okoye has bodyguard.
Oh yeah, that's actually the other call in that. Yeah, good call.
There's a little bit of a call in there.
You're
Giving
right.
you more options, buddy. I know that's the worst feeling.
Probably should have activated with Loki earlier to get him up in the field.
Yeah, let's do bodyguard.
You can do bodyguard?
Yeah.
Look, you could have definitely activated Loki, but then you lose the tempo, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. I just think like the more he's not using his debuff, the less value I'm getting from him.
Definitely, especially because he didn't get the objective the last round, or
Yeah.
2, I think even.
Yeah.
Last round.
All right, so I'm gonna throw a hammer at Okoye.
Yep.
I got 5 dice for hammer throw.
Is it physical or energy?
Physical, yeah.
So I got 3.
Hoping for a bunch of crits here. I'll take 1 crit. That's fine.
Crit's fine with 2 hits. That's 4. I mean, can't. Oh, I can technically kill. Nah, 3. Can't kill Okoye right now. But can definitely. Oh no, you can. She's only got 4 health. God, she's got so little health.
Yeah.
Okoye got a
One
wild.
success there. Have you done your?
I can re-roll one of those.
Yeah.
Yep. We roll the blank. And do an extra one. Nah.
Nah.
P not attacking.
So 3 successes.
Yep, that's me done.
No, you got a success
no,
on your
'cause you got
wild.
1 success, so you'll take 2.
3 damage.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Yeah, and you also gain
Live.
the shock special condition.
Which means your next action is unfortunately to shake off the shock.
No, that's stagger.
Ugh, what is shock then? My
The
lordy.
shock's, neg one
Shock's
attack.
neg 1 die.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay, so that's 1 action. I guess for my second action, I'm gonna throw a hammer at Loki. Okay.
Now, if you throw a hammer at Loki, you'll have what? 1 power left. So
I'll
2
have
power.
2 power left. Yeah. So I can't do 4 Asgard basically.
So I can just back away at this point in time.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Yeah. So I will do such a thing.
Yeah.
So I spend 3 power. 3
Yeah.
energy.
3 power. You got
Give
it
a
right.
cheeky trickster. I wasn't here, I swear. You may think I was
Yeah.
here, but that's incorrect. I'm actually not here.
Cool. So I do still spend the power on the attack, and now I have to spend another power to now throw my hammer at. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, is it worth just like piling onto?
Just want to make sure that I'm inside 4 on Venom. Yeah.
So I get another attack action now, but I still get the power. So does that? So now I can use 4 Asgard.
No, because you use the power to hammer throw.
Power.
Yeah. So I had 4, right?
No, you had 3. Because you spent 1 to
yeah.
create.
Yeah. So I had 5. 1 for the thing. 1 for the hammer throw.
You should be on 2 now.
Yeah, I should be on 2 now. Yeah. That's correct.
Have 1 and have.
Yeah.
Have,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I'm going to throw a hammer at Okoye because I want to take her down.
Hello, Dragon. We've got the Dragon arriving in chat. Cinderella, welcome to it. We're watching a actually surprisingly close game. I definitely still think it's weighted in Bill's favor for once. Hashtag Bill has done better. Holt got taken out really early, so kind of pretty rough on Harley. But yeah, seeing what's whoop. That was pretty funny. Seeing what's happening on this one here.
It's going to be Prince of Asgard. Done.
So Prince, what did he tried to search the rubble?
Yep.
Yeah, he tried to search the rubble, and then he tried to throw some stuff at Loki, and Loki just wasn't having it.
Yeah.
So then Okoye took the brunt of it instead.
Okoye took like a chance.
Didn't you have a second attack
Yeah.
action outside of just searching the rubble?
Yeah, so I did. So I threw a hammer at Loki, and then Okoye did bodyguard.
Yep.
And then I threw a hammer at Loki, and he did trickster. So then I threw that at Okoye
Again.
again.
Yeah.
Okoye should have actually taken 1 less damage on the original hit because she has Vibranium shielding.
Oh, great call.
So she loses the hit and the power. Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Ah!
Man, I should have just left Loki there. Doesn't give a damn.
Christ. All right, that is Thor done, and it is your turn.
Where have I got?
So starting to see a couple of whiffs coming through. Good defensive actions from Harley there. I'm going to see how we're going to progress from here. He's still got the option of Killmonger just potentially killing Valkyrie. If Killmonger can actually hit the Kree, I think there's a call for him definitely winning on victory points right now, which is pretty huge. Being able to kind of charge, kill Valkyrie, getting that rubble as well. I mean, the Kree's obviously, what do you say, 25% chance earlier? I think that's probably a pretty good line. He also maybe wants to hold out a little bit longer. Because if he's playing chicken with Valkyrie on this side, Valkyrie's obviously on the objective, so she also doesn't necessarily want to move off the objective. So if they're playing chicken, potentially Okoye can come in here and chunk Thor a little bit. I don't know if chunking Venom's the best option, and I don't think she has range on much. She could she could Vibranium Blast for 4 dice against his 2, re-rolling and potentially getting a second re-roll. But we need him to blank out and attack twice to actually potentially even daze him because he hasn't been dazed yet. So I wonder if like the best option is literally ignoring Venom and just not trying to give him power, and considering that Thor's activated, trying to wail onto Thor for a couple turns. Again, not going to get any damage through is the big problem here. Loki, obviously not a very good attacker, just more for being around and frustrating people. So there's not a lot of good options. I guess you can pull the trigger on Killmonger for lack of other options, but I don't think that's necessarily correct. I think it's probably getting a Okoye, maybe up close and personal with Venom. It's just so rough because you don't want to give him power yet, but you're also afraid of Loki, so maybe it's worth Lokiing. We are seeing Battle Lust. All right, so we're seeing the charge Battle Lust, which we expected. So he's pulling the trigger on Killmonger. I expect Valkyrie to be super dead right now. 5, 3 defense, going to be rolling, what, like an extra, an attack for starters. So we've got like 5 dice, re-rolling a bunch. If he does Black Ops Strike, like 3 dice, re-rolling a bunch, into rolling 2 more after the second attack. So we'll jump into here and see what's happening. I see Killmonger is looking to kill some mongers.
Yep.
So he gets 9 attacks.
He does in fact get.
So you are doing the Black Ops Strike then?
Yeah, Black Ops Strike. Yeah.
Why does he get 9? Sorry. Oh, because of Battle Lust. Yeah.
Yeah. So he spent 7 and he charged. So yeah. So he gets 9 attacks.
And you get to re-roll one of them.
Yes.
Another one if he wants to spend a power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you can spend special forces during the cleanup instead and see what happens.
Yeah. Got 1.
That is a lot of blanks.
So I can reroll that. Oh, no, blank.
God.
I got 2 successes.
No, nothing. Absolute.
You can re-roll one of those for what it's worth. Because you rolled in for a crit, but you have the kill count, so you physically get to re-roll as well.
Oh, the kill count just gets me 1. Yeah.
1 re-roll. So potentially squeeze through a bit of damage. Yeah, cool. 1 extra damage on there.
All right, cool.
So
I'm at max power.
We'll get
max power. It's the name you want to touch, but you mustn't touch.
Now for my first activation.
So that'll be your second action.
Charge counts as an action. You get to move and attack.
Oh, it counts as an action, right?
Yeah.
So with my second action, I will just do vibranium weapons.
You get 2 actions for the price of 1. Let's not go crazy and say 2 actions for the price of 3. That's a bit of a stretch here.
And I don't get Battle Lust anymore. That's just for 1 attack.
Move action during allies.
Oh, I push you away small too.
Oh yeah. Is it May or?
No. I push you away small for Battle Lust if I do damage.
All right. Want to help me?
Yeah. I just want to make sure I keep you within
range 2. You can't move him much, but you can definitely move him probably range 1 out of the objective.
Do you have to move the whole template?
I believe so. I don't know.
Max,
we're going to find out. Push. Chris is actually in chat. Chris, you have to move the whole template?
I think for throw you need to move the whole template. I'm not 100% sure.
But we're pushing, not throwing.
Yeah. So, but I mean, for they
yeah.
act the same, right?
Yeah.
It's that one doesn't do collision damage.
Team tactics cards, man. It does not like loading PDFs. If a throw or push would cause a character's base to move a table, no. Movement by a character being pushed along the ground, usually as a result of attack, superpower, or special rule. Pushes don't cause collision.
So it should be under throw.
Rules for character is thrown. Alright, I'll check out thrown. Or throw.
Otherwise,
43
it's
things have
great
appeared. Let's
game.
keep searching.
It should be near the end.
Movement made by throwing a character or an object. Yeah, just attack, throws, cause collisions. Look. Throw objects into the fire across battlefield.
I was really glad they did this.
Play for when throw touching. Oop, come on. So throwing character moves along the movement tool. It stops if its base contacts or would overlap another character's base or a terrain feature.
Okay.
I think you just go to the end.
Just go to the end, yeah.
Yeah, it says the specified distance. Yep. That's rough. So did you not get to attack again? Because they're outside of range 2 now?
No, because it's only range 2 on his basic attack. The other one's range 3. Yeah, if I'd have done it in a different order, I probably could have put it up at the top.
Battle loss happens at the end of a move action, though.
Yeah, but the first one was range 3, so I probably could have done the range. I could have done the Black Ops Strike.
Yeah, and then come in with the Vibranium Weapon charge afterwards.
Charge Battle Lust into Vibranium Weapons.
Yeah, rough. Did you get a wild on the Black Ops Strike as well, or not?
No.
Oofed. Yeah.
Spend a power to try and get the rubble.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to keep the power.
Yeah, that's fair. That was rough.
Here we go.
Nah.
Not today.
So what that time? What you wanted to move forward? No, you wanted a Black Ops Strike.
I could have. What, sorry?
You were within range 3, right? I assume, so you could have Black Ops Strike just
what I should
regularly.
have done is Black Ops Strike and then Battle Lust charged with the Vibranium Weapons.
I think Battle
Loki
Lust charge
activated yet. Has your Loki?
No.
No.
Or
I think that would have actually been better because it means that you would have got. Oh, you still would have ended up with the same amount of dice when attacking.
Yeah, it's the same amount of dice.
You could have also just potentially got a lot more power back on the strike, but like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. It's basically just a simple fact of me not
having the pierce there as well. Look, it's like second or third game. It happens.
All right, you're up, Bill.
Yeah. Just trying to think.
Yeah.
Yep, rough scenario there. Just not figuring out the correct order to do it in. Look, it happens. People are fresh. You make that mistake once, it's not going to happen again. So that's pretty relevant. In future games, obviously it's a bit of a friendly, no tournament play here. But yeah, if we'd Black Ops struck, rolled 7 dice, nothing fancy there. But then we get to charge, Battle Lust, Vibranium Weapons. You get to throw 9 dice again. Energy Defense, which is still 3/3/3, so that's irrelevant, but at least you're on the objective. And then you get to push Valkyrie afterwards off the objective, forcing the Valkyrie to charge. But even then, like throwing another 9 dice, 7 dice into 9 dice potentially kills the Valkyrie. But this is the problem I'm talking about, potentially pulling that trigger on this side. Now that this has happened, Bill gets freedom to do everything else on this side. He can activate Venom onto Loki. He can bring Spider-Man back in and push and pull Okoye off the objective. He can just bring Loki in right now because what have we got? Black Panther's moved as well. He should just move Loki into here, or onto the objective, or potentially trying to pick up some rubble or something, and just be in range 4 of these guys, just to be frustrating. And there's nothing really that Loki that Harley can do at that point. His big hitters are gone in Black Panther and Killmonger. He's got Okoye, obviously a big hitter, so you don't want to bring Loki too far forward into that. But Okoye doesn't have charge, so what, are you going to move attack with Okoye? That seems fine, but nothing great, honestly. You want Okoye to be attacking twice. I think she's potentially still on the attack Venom twice after Venom's activated plan. We got 1 success over here, a crit there. I'm going to dive in and see which one's attacking which.
3.
So I take 1 damage.
What do we got over here?
Knocked out.
I have Vibranium.
Vibranium?
Oh, yeah, Vibranium, and you got 1 success.
So I just take 1 damage. Yeah.
You take 1 damage.
You doing Venom things here? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Venom's still trying to attack Loki or Okoye?
No, Okoye.
Yeah.
Okay. As much as I don't want to do this, I'm going to. Oh, actually, I'm going to check first.
You're gonna Clint our
Alright.
rage. You should still be within range 4 of Loki for what it's worth.
Am I?
Yeah, that was intended from last turn.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, well and
Yeah.
truly. All right, never mind. I ain't throwing nothing at you.
Attack Okoye
Okay.
again.
No, I've attacked twice.
Oh wow! All right, I missed the first one.
Yeah. It's been not a good turn. All right. That is unfortunately Venom done.
Whew. So getting a little weak attacks moving forward here. Killmonger failed, Venom's failed. I think Okoye now gets to potentially Vibranium Spear Blast Venom twice, and maybe rack up some of that damage to maybe. If you can weasel like 3 damage in and get him to 5 would be pretty good. Unfortunately, he does get a punch of power. I think being within range 3, he does get to too many snacks at Okoye back. So that's something really petrifying to do that extra one. So I think, look, Harley's in a real rough spot with this crew right now. Maybe Loki gets to come in. What about Frost Blast or even Illusions? Is what's his mental 3? Like, yeah, really really rough situation. We got to patch up. Maybe we patch up Okoye for Loki's power. Maybe that's where we feel like we're at right now. And then maybe move in Loki onto this Cosmic Vault as well, so they can potentially sneak out some extra power next turn. Thor can't pick up the rubble. Spider-Man can try and get the rubble here. Valkyrie can charge, attack, and potentially get rubble as well. So if Bill can pick up the Kree for the extra 2 victory points, I think that is what's really going to change this game up and make it not go to kind of turn 6. But otherwise, we're just these really weird back and forth attacks, taking very similar objectives from each other. I mean, Loki's still going to move up in here, and just trailing each other up on this leaderboard. So there's the patch up. Spend a power. Heal Okoye. Yeah, reasonable. Now Okoye maybe gets to attack Venom back. The big problem I'm seeing here is, again, like the priority second goes back to Bill, and if Venom has a whole bunch of power, he just kills Loki and maybe dazes Okoye as well, which is definitely going to put Harley in a really, really rough spot. So, look, plenty of actually decisions to still make here, which is really cool, seeing it's turn 3-4. Plans have been acted and both gone a bit awkwardly. But we're going to see Okoye maybe just try and go for the rubble. Honestly, I think it's probably not a half bad plan. We'll see what.
And then
It's going to spend that power.
Balls to the walls, my friends.
yeah, so she's gonna not spend the power just yet, Bill.
Oh, that makes sense.
She's gonna Vibranium Spear Thrust.
And who's that against?
Young Thor.
Oh, okay. How very dare you?
Get a wild or 3.
5 power.
All right, and I got my 4 energy.
Yeah.
How does that cost? That costs 4 power, right? Not 5.
Yeah, it costs 4 power. So
Yeah, you got the extra one to search the rubble with.
Yeah, but I also just realised that I'm 1 dice down because I have shock.
Yep, that's rough.
Which is a shame. That's right.
Wait a minute, what are you doing?
I only get 4 attacks.
Vibranium Spear Thrust, is that the plan?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so that's physical. I get 4.
Doesn't Thor just get
Cool.
4 across the board anyway? Because he's crazy.
No, not
He's
very
such a
mystical.
tonky boy.
Oh no!
You are.
Mate.
You cannot re-roll skulls, my friend. That is not how this world works.
I got 4 successes.
I got nothing.
Oh, rough,
Because
dude.
not even a wild. Actually, you could try and re-roll the hit to get a flurry if you want. Get a wild.
No. Oh yeah, well, because I can reroll any of my dice.
Yeah,
naturally, so I
correct.
will do that.
You're not dealing
well,
damage, so you want the
Why not?
wild to potentially get a flurry. No.
No,
Right.
it's good.
Alrighty.
Roof.
And then she will spend her last power to have a look through the rubble.
Yep,
Come on.
that is fair.
What do we got here?
Not today.
Got to get that crit.
Got to get the crit for that one.
Yeah. Right.
It's never coming up. It's never coming back.
That crit's hidden, mate. What is that? What is that snapped onto? Nothing. All right, we're gonna clean up this board a bit, boys.
And
Okay.
her done, so she'll take her bleed.
Yay!
She doesn't get a power for bleed.
Oh,
I don't
good.
think.
Good.
She takes the damage.
I'm not sure on that, but yeah.
We'll find out. I'll get the rules up for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Activation. ability.
Valkyrie's going to go. She's going to spend 2 power to charge.
Yep.
1, 2. So she's going to move her medium. We all know where she's going. Straight up and down.
Yeah.
She's going to do Dragon Fang.
Yep.
And she's also going to do Warrior of Legend for 5 power
Jesus.
altogether. Like, so the attack and the thing. Put me down to 3. Change. Yeah. So we're going to roll 7 dice.
From Fang, yep.
To the dice. Yep. No, cool. Right, what have I got?
So,
Is this physical?
energy.
Oh.
No, physical. Wait, what? Hang on a minute.
Everything you do is physical. You're stabbing him with a
I know,
sword.
But look at the thing. It's got like a little. It's yellow instead of red, but then it's the fist on the side is.
I think that was from the background color of it being flipped.
Maybe that's weird. That's whack.
I imagine it. Yeah, look, that's pretty whack. There's probably some
Yeah.
issues there, but I imagine that it's a physical attack. Yeah, again, no one else is like that. They may have just buggered up that color in.
All right.
All right. So for each crit or wild I get to change a blank a dice to a hit. So I got 2 wild. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
We've got 3 defenses on this side.
And a crit.
Oh, roll it in, buddy. Get it in there. Nah, rough.
So yeah, 1.
If you had a power, you could change your hits to shields, right? Defend an extra one. Oh, you don't have vibranium shield.
No, he's too far away.
Yeah, so 5 successes, and you got 3.
You're almost there.
Yep.
Cool. So that's going to be
2 damage. Killmonger gets 2
yeah.
power as well. Hoo, 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 hoo.
And then because I got a wild, I get to make a strike attack.
Yeah.
And then is that for the next attack, or is it until the next thing?
Which one are you looking at?
The warrior.
Yeah, it's just the next attack. Yeah,
next
fine.
attack.
Yeah, so just the strike now. So 5.
So I get another 4 dice.
4 defense on this one. Yeah.
Big money.
Oofed. For once, Bill blanking out. It's taken most of the game.
2 successes.
I got 2 successes as well.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Now you get another action, yeah? You can
Yeah, you still got another action though. That's one of
Another
those
question.
beautiful things about this game.
How's thingy looking? 3 out of 6, huh?
Yeah, he's not looking weak anytime. You got 5 dice against his 4.
Yeah, the thing is that I wanted to do Dragon Fang again.
Yeah. And then if you fish for another wild, you can strike again.
All right, so I'm gonna spend 3 power. I reckon it's good to try and flip him.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Dragon Fang, 7 dice.
Yeah, I get my 4 again.
Is rough, but at least you've got some chances to re-roll some dices now.
Yeah.
Oh.
4, 3, 6
I got
versus 3.
3 saves.
I got 6.
So I'm gonna spend 2 power and re-roll. Oh, Can I just spend 1 and then?
I think it's just
one?
1. Yeah. So the way that it works is
be done in the same instance.
you can only re-roll 1 from Wakanda anyway.
Yeah. I'll give that a go. Why not? Actually, did you get a wild?
I did, yeah.
So you're just gonna attack me again anyway.
Yeah.
I might keep my power then.
You could survive that. Like 5 dice against your 4 means that you could actually live.
Yeah, good call. Oh, we'll spend it. We'll see what happens.
You're about to take 3 and get all your power back anyway, right?
Risk it for the best.
Don't you have 3 wounds?
Yeah. Nah, there's the skull.
Yeah, but I can re-roll 1.
I see, right.
I had 3 successes.
I see. I was doing 6, yeah.
I spent 1 to re-roll it to survive.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I take
Rough.
Yeah. No, I unfortunately do not get any power from that.
Yeah. Why not? It's already on full.
Because Dragon Fang.
Oh, Dragon Fang, right? Yeah.
Doesn't give power, and so I can't check for this creep ball. But at least I get to flip. Thingy.
And you get that point.
Yes, I do get to use that point. That's what you're talking.
Yeah, bagger. Should have.
Still neck and neck this game, actually. One of the closer games that I've seen. I definitely think it's eking into Bill's favor, just because Bill definitely wins the chunk of the middle. I think Killmonger definitely, if if Harley had played that turn a bit more correctly, which again, just learning as all that was, Killmonger potentially gets that extra couple wounds on Valkyrie. To see Valkyrie only take 1 damage in, 9 attacks or something like that, was pretty painful. But obviously, Killmonger didn't get to do the other attack. So taking 1 damage out of 15 dice is much different. But yeah, if you've done that properly, we get into Black Ops 7 into then the 9 from Vibranium Weapons and Battle Lust. 9 versus 3 can weasel in that 4 damage pretty readily, particularly if we have like the extra reroll. So yeah, definitely a bit of unluckiness there, and Valkyrie definitely coming in and punching back. I mean, that just shows what Valkyrie can do. That costs 10 power though, charge into Dragon Fang, into Warrior of Legend, into Dragon Fang again. Double strike, and that's 4 attacks though. That's crazy. That's 10, 17, 24 dice coming through on that. Like, if you're surviving 24 dice, I'm impressed to say the least. So yeah, look, Valkyrie did kind of what I was expecting one of the 2 people to do on this side. I was just expecting Killmonger to do it on their turn. Look, again, we've still got the Lokis to activate here. Loki's probably taking this, hopefully trying to get some power. Loki's probably going to move into here, try and get some power again, some victory points. We're going to move up pretty steadily here. I can't imagine... well, that's within 3. All right, I can't imagine the Krull showing up at any point now. I mean, you got Spider-Man happening. He can still pick up this Krull, and that'll definitely shoot Bill ahead. And I think as soon as Bill gets ahead on that level of victory points, this game definitely turns pretty heavily. I think Killmonger needs to kill Valkyrie, hit the rubble, push in. Maybe Loki needs to go wide, or Okoye needs to go wide to hold on to this objective. Or Okoye needs to go over here and hold this objective with Loki even. Because Loki has also been dazed, so Okoye actually gets priority on that objective. But yeah, I think if someone can find the Kree first, that could very much change the path of this game, and that's kind of what we're looking for.
Oh, it's 5 dice. 4 dice.
Alright,
We got Loki within range 3 of Venom. Is that what I'm seeing right now?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, crit in that.
Are you frost blasting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into another crit.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I got 1 success, so 3 damage.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do so many snacks.
For 3.
3 power. And I'm going to use my last 3 power to do We Are Venom.
Yep.
Against old Thingamabob. So it's going to be 7 dice.
It's 3 defense. Yeah. We Are Venom. We Are Snacks.
We
What
are
is it?
snacks.
It's the We Are Snacks or So Many Venoms.
So many venoms. We are
always
snacks.
a really rough thing to try and fight against. That's a bunch of successes and
I
crits.
got three
Hey,
successes.
you maxed out, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
I take 1 damage.
you'll
What?
take 2, right? Yeah, because Vibranium Shield.
Vibranium shield, man.
You got 3 successes. Oh, I hate you.
Vibranium shield. I was only going to take 1.
Venom will also get the slowed condition, for what it's worth.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Still only move slow.
Yeah, I move small anyway. But all right, so I got 1 health back from that, despite getting. I hate you. I hate you so much.
You've been rolling nothing but gold all day, Bill Goldin.
Oh yeah. Look, that is absolutely fair.
Bill Goldbear Goldin.
Bill the Goldberg Golding. Yeah, all right. I know it's my turn.
Harley #swag Dyson.
Oh God, I hate you. Okay, what's Loki doing? He's gonna move. He's gonna move up medium, as this is right.
All right. Just cleaning up the rest of this game. Look. Oh, this turn, I should say, round. Loki's just moving. He's probably going to sit there and hold that objective, maybe try and stay into range 4 of Okoye. If Loki has a bunch of power, he's going to attack, which he does. He'll get the illusions off on Okoye, which actually can be pretty relevant. I probably would expect that. 3 damage coming through. 3 defense versus 6 dice. We'll see. I mean, Loki can I Am God just to really push it through, and I think that will definitely daze Okoye, which is going to be important for the last turn. what I imagine will be the last turn. This next turn, turn 4, is going to dictate kind of how this game goes, because I expect Venom to probably kill Loki. Thor can come through and punch up Okoye to death if that happens, and that's just 4 dice versus 4 characters versus 3 at that point, and Killmonger's still just stuck on the outside, and he loses that objective to Valkyrie this turn. So yeah, I think we just get these Cosmic Vaults. If this Kree ever shows up for Bill, the game's just straight up over, and they'll be cleaning up after that. So kind of just waiting to see how that Kree's happening right now. We're seeing some illusions happen to Okoye at the moment. Does not get the double wild, doesn't get to reroll either. As we're double checking, no rerolls happening here. No kind of cards to benefit that as well. So, but is taking 1. Man, Okoye's. Oh, that was going on to Black Panther, actually, not Okoye. Interesting. I would have expected that to go on to Okoye just to daze her so she can't really contest objectives anymore and just be dead next turn. If you kill Okoye, like, whenever you kill a character, like, you lose a whole objective, right? You lose a whole action, I should say, which means it's 3 actions to 5 still. So you can conduct and hold so much of the tempo of the battle by having those more actions. You can chill on the left side here waiting for that fight. You can leave Spider-Man till last and just rip someone off an objective and guarantee it for yourself. So surprised that you didn't just take out Okoye, because even though you think, oh, it's just Okoye, she's not necessarily going to do anything. She's got 0 power. Who cares? Like, it's an activation. It means that I can choose to move Okoye before I move someone like Killmonger, before I do someone like Black Panther, if I really want, just to kind of, again, hold that tempo of the game. Get it played under my sway. So I personally choose M.o.d.o.k quite a lot because he can daze people very readily and can daze multiple people on a turn, which is huge. And if I can daze multiple people on a turn, even 1 or 2, it means that my action is to take away your action. It's irrelevant of me killing the character. Obviously, that's important, but it means you no longer got an action. My 4-character team suddenly the same as your 5-character teams, also now 4 characters. And that's where I think a lot of power in this game comes from, just being able to take on that tempo, choosing when to pull the trigger on this left side, choosing when you want to get Spider-Man going, making sure that Spider-Man's always last. So obviously killing that Hulk early definitely did that. I think having 2, 2, and 3's so pitifully low for a 6-threat character. Obviously he's got 20 health, but like, you've seen what happened. Like, Thor just threw 20 dice at him and said, block, and Thor's like, I can't. So sorry, Hulk just says, I can't block. What do you want from me? I'm just going to take the damage and kind of hope. So pretty rough so far, but we'll jump back into it.
Points. I'm going to score 3.
I'm not going to get 1.
Cool. So I'm on 2, so I'm going to go up to 5.
Still neck and neck. You guys have just leapfrogged each other multiple times. We're now on to turn 4.
Yeah.
Priority does go to Billy Boy.
Yeah, that's me. And we're going to go into the power phase.
Did Black Panther end up getting dazed?
Yeah.
Yeah, Loki came forward and did a big old.
I saw he illusioned him. I thought that he only took like 1 or 2 damage from that.
No,
5 damage.
5. Yeah.
Even after the vibranium shielding.
He took 4 damage. He did 5, and he took 4, but he'd already taken 2. So
yeah, okay.
Just enough. Yeah. Speaking of, let's do some rolling for these objectives, shall we?
Yeah.
So Valkyrie first. Roll a die. Crit or a wild. It's a wild. So Valkyrie's going to gain 2, and you get to push her small.
Yeah. That's almost bad for Harley at this point in time.
Mm-hmm. And while you do that, I'm going to roll for Loki.
Black Panther's still got a good chunk. Killmonger's still got a good chunk of health, power there.
And then Spider-Man is going to roll as well for a crit or wild. No, nothing there either. So just the Valkyrie.
All right. So Killmonger will need to roll.
Yep. Crit or wild.
Nope.
Nothing.
And Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Need to click back on there.
Yeah.
Shields.
No. Cool.
Now everyone needs to get some power. You get
As Guardians get 2, everyone else gets 1. Hulk gets 3. Awkward.
Hashtag orcs. Okay.
This vibranium shield is finally gone as well now.
Yay! Alrighty.
That Vibranium Shield almost defended about 4 or 5 attacks that
Oh,
game.
bro. Yeah,
Like
it
damage,
was
I should say. Sorry.
pretty wild. And you flipped your Black Panther and anyone else that needed to be flipped.
Black Panther, both flip.
Yeah.
Does Killmonger get anything
Sweet,
cool
sweet,
on this
sweet,
side?
sweet,
I don't think Killmonger changes on the flip side.
sweet.
Black Panther I don't think does either.
Okay. Yeah.
I like it when characters change on their flip side. Feels cool.
Yeah, I think it's a nice little touch. How many? Oh, you got 7 power. Not my favorite.
Alrighty. So now we're going to run on what happens on this turn. Again, look, Valkyrie on 4 power, I don't think has the ability to actually kill Killmonger this time. So Bill doesn't want that to happen. Bill wants Killmonger to have to come to Valkyrie. I think he's definitely focusing on this center. Either Daisy Okoye or even blowing up Loki with someone like Thor. What's Thor's attacks? Thor's got some pretty long range attacks. He's at what? A2. He's got like Hammer Throw or even Strike range 2. Strike punching Okoye is pretty relevant. I think he might be in range of Black Panther as well. Honestly, just striking Black Panther twice. I know Black Panther takes a bit less damage, but like 6 versus 4, that's rough. Okay, so only 3 power as well. Look, maybe Thor's not the best option here. I think maybe Venom with 1 power. Bill just doesn't have a lot of power at the moment. That's pretty relevant. So you're looking at Loki's got 7. So maybe Loki comes through and does some illusions, tries to Mystic hit Okoye or even Black Panther just to finish him off. Black Panther only with 3 defense on Mystic. Okoye also with 3. So look, that could be where the line's at. Trying to illusion him twice. Through 6 dice, Mesmerize. After the second is resolved, you may advance to the target movement at speed. After the advance is resolved, all characters within range 2 of the target character suffer 1 damage. So yeah, like popping Black Panther and pushing him here, dealing a damage each to Loki and Okoye is huge. It means Okoye is definitely dead based on the bleed token at the end of her turn. And then Loki jumps to 2, which is just dead to nearly anything. If he gets to Mesmerize again and activate it, I know that's pretty unlikely to get the double wiles on both the attacks. But that could just finish off Okoye, take out that turn, bring Loki to 3, and potentially kill Black Panther all in just double attacking with Mesmerize. So I'd be looking at potentially something like that. And maybe get a bit lucky. Even just spending an I'm a God on the first one just to try and get some good rerolls, or add some blanks and just maybe try and take out Black Panther would be pretty cool. But it looks like he's going for Venom. We're going to jump into it and see what's happening over here. So Venom is punching Loki, is what I'm saying?
Was, and then he tricks it out of the way, so now I'm punching Black Panther instead. I've got 3.
Vibranium armor.
Yep.
So it's cost me 2 power now. It's no longer 4.
Yeah.
So I basically get to count blanks.
No, you add 2 dice.
It's a Vibranium armor. You add 2 dice to your physical or energy attacks, not Mystic.
Mm.
Okay, it's my bad.
You're all good.
So, all right, so I got 3 successes.
I just got 1.
You can spend a power if you want to attempt to.
No.
Oh, you can't because Venom's ability. Yes,
Because
of course.
Venom. Yes. Cool. So I'll gain 1 power, 2 power from that.
Yeah. So you did 3 successes. Yeah. So
Yeah. I'm assuming that was just symbiotic tendrils. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got out of power, so that makes sense.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do We Are Venom against Black Panther.
We are Venom.
I will Vibranium armor again.
We Are Snacks. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to add 2 out of those. For 7 dice. Yes.
6 dice.
7 dice. This is pretty rough. We can see if you can defend a lot of this. It's a crit.
Man, that's some bad rolls though.
Ooh, double crit on Harley's side though, which is pretty massive.
Into another defense. I got 5 saves. Bill.
Wow. Okay. Well, I got like 2.
Sucked in, my friend.
Yeah. So no health back for that. I am out of power. That's Venom done.
So we have a really interesting situation here, actually. Venom whiffing on a lot of that means that Harley has 2 choices now. He can either try and focus pretty heavily on Thor, maybe with Black Panther. He's got 3 power. Can't really do much if he's within range 2. He can maybe try and get some re-rolls with Mantle of Black Panther, get some damage off with Strike, try and get enough power to Kinetic Burst him, to push him in and do some damage, which I think is pretty cool. Looks like he's pulling the trigger with Killmonger, though. I don't think that's crazy correct. He has to kill Valkyrie right now, or else she just gets to turn and kills him, I think. Being the priority here, having 4 characters versus 5, if he can focus on potentially killing... I guess he's not going to really kill Thor in a turn. He's just so tanky. Maybe even sending Black Panther to just daze Spider-Man, who's still alive, and sit on this objective and potentially look through the rubble is what I'd be focusing on. Because then again, as I said, you get the action economy of taking out one of your opponent's actions, forces Valkyrie to potentially use the charge, which means that they can't Dragon Fang. That's huge. So if Black Panther comes and kills Spider-Man, you potentially get the rubble, you get the Cosmic Vault. If you find the Kree in there, Thor's forced over to here to try and fight you as much as possible. He keeps Okoye alive, which can then jump onto Loki or something like that, And Black Panther's just trying to survive through Thor with like vibranium armor and stuff like that. So we'll see how this goes. I think Killmonger is probably going to have to charge. Where are we at? Yeah, he's used his power. He's going to charge attack and get vibranium weapons going. And hopefully get enough to pierce and really just chunk Valkyrie enough down that one more strike kills. He also wants to sit within one of the objectives, so we'll see how this roll goes. We'll jump on in.
But still be on that objective.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. So now, because I've already attacked you, I get +2 attacks.
You certainly do.
Did you already do an attack? Did I miss that?
Yeah,
he did Black Ops Strike, and it did not go well.
Rough.
So now I get to vibranium weapons you with.
Yeah. So that's energy based, and I've got 3 of those. So I'm just going to
roll 3 across the board,
about.
Right? Yep, 3, 3, and 3.
Yeah. Got a crit, which...
Oh, that's looking good.
That's not good for me.
So
you get to add 2 to the crits, roll that.
You can just stop there. You're fine.
And then you get to reroll. Alrighty.
And then that would be also a negative on the pierce.
Oh, good. So that's going to be 0 successes. How many did you get? 4, 6, 7.
You get to reroll one of those because you've got kill count.
Yeah, well, I've got 4 life left, so you can probably stop at any time.
Whatever, just making sure.
Yeah, all right. So I'll take 4.
So you get 4 power on that as well, which is pretty huge.
Always really nice.
You also get a second kill count.
Yeah.
So you now reroll 2 dice when attacking.
Valkyrie off the table.
Yeah, pick her up and just whoop, boom. There goes Valkyrie.
So then I'll spend one of those power to have a look at the rubble.
Have a little shifting.
This is going to be a big game-deciding moment here, I think, if we can get this Kree.
Oh, I'm in trouble, yeah.
Oh!
Alright, rubble leaves. You flip one of them, put it onto your character sheet.
Yeah, this bad boy here. The Kree power core.
I'm not saying that he now needs to run away, but...
Whew, this is actually huge now. This completely changed kind of the way this game's going. Thor now has to sprint to Killmonger. They don't get the option of doing much else. And I think Harley just needs to focus pretty heavily on killing Thor, because Thor's the only one that can really deal with Killmonger. So Thor's going to probably move across here, punch up Killmonger. I don't think Thor's had his turns just yet. He's going to punch in Killmonger, which is another reason of kind of putting someone like that a little bit later, because it means that if he does pick up the Kree, it's one of the last or second last actions of the game, of the round, which means that your opponent can't do much about it, right? Right now, Thor can come in here. How much power have we got? We haven't got a huge amount of power. We can definitely move and hammer throw for 5, which is pretty huge, or even just strike for 6, which is again also pretty relevant. I guess he's trying to see if he can move and then maybe for Asgard. To get that strike action in to move, strike. But look, we'll see what's happening here. I think this is huge. This probably should have happened last round, but having the double kill count plus the Kree power core means that Killmonger's going to get a huge amount of power next turn, and then we'll also have the priority on Killmonger too. So if Thor does move, which is obviously what's going to happen, Killmonger might be able to just walk forward Vibranium weapons or Black Ops Strike into Black Ops Strike. She's looking at 7 attacks into then 9 attacks. Obviously, 4 defense from Thor's. We're going to be in that world. But if we also get to Okoye hasn't activated yet, so Okoye can try and sneak some damage onto Thor. Loki can sneak some damage onto Thor, and if we get to take Thor off the table, I think suddenly the victory points goes in Harley's favor. So we'll jump on in and see what's happening.
Yeah. And then he's going to make an attack action, which he has 0 power to do so. So he's just going to do strike.
Yep.
It's going to be 6 dice, physical.
Getting some rolls going on here.
Yeah, we got Thor having a good time.
How'd you go, Bill?
Look, not too bad. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Well, I got 1. I'm gonna spend a power to reroll that
Mm-hmm.
point. Oh, does that crit?
Nice.
That doesn't.
Nah,
It does
initial
not, unfortunately.
roll. Yeah.
There's a critical window that happens after you first roll your dice, and that's when all crits are affected. It does still count as a success, though.
2 successes against my 3, which means you'll take 1 damage.
And get a power, baby. It's all about that power.
And I'll also gain a power. I also get to throw you.
Ooh.
That's throwing you off an
Mate.
objective. That's pretty relevant. Throw small, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping I could try and throw you into this lamppost. We'll have to see how far you go. No, you are fine.
I would just like to double check one quick thing here.
Did I not place properly?
I don't think you did, buddy.
That's okay. Learn for next time. Well, that's frustrating.
I'm trying to like even corner to corner it. I think you corner to corner it. Am I allowed to corner
Yeah.
to corner? Is that a thing?
I would say you flat edge it because
You have to flat edge it, right?
Well, it's just
it's that.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Unfortunate, buddy.
Yeah, that is
Highly unfortunate.
just could have placed differently. I definitely had the range for it. Oh, good.
Well, you moved out wide outside of range 4 of Loki and then tried to charge in, right? That was your
Yeah.
line.
Oh no, yeah, I just I could have gone like here, but just didn't. But I don't mind. This is a
I
good
wonder
way
if you had to
learn.
though, because like you had to. I guess if you went that way, you probably could be closer to Killmonger. Because from this position, you were like almost touching Killmonger, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like it was here. It doesn't matter. I'm more than happy to not score. It's fine.
What's happening here? 5, 5, and 5. Why can I see 5 energy, 5 strike, and 5 mystic above your head? I wonder.
Oh, I don't know. You shouldn't.
I guess everyone has
Hey.
it. That's weird.
Yeah, it must be glitching out. Anyway, that is Thor done, and not doing enough. How have you only taken? How did I only do 1 damage then?
Because your first action was move, you only got 1 attack off, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
6
you wanna
dice,
cry.
1 attack against 4 defense, is
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Four
Look.
defense.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's pretty tough.
Hashtag just
Gotta-
bill things.
Oh wow.
I got fake art live in the chat, and he says, "Imagine getting that close and missing. Just bill things."
Hey, feel free to. Oh, well,
PG, buddy.
Yeah. Feel free to make up your own thing.
Will. What do I do?
So who have we got left on Bill's side? We've still got Spider-Man and Loki.
Spider's man and Loki's man.
Black Panther will activate.
And on this side, we've still got Black. We've only got Black Panther.
Okay, yeah.
And
Okoye
Okoye.
as well.
Ooh.
And
Mhm.
Loki.
And Loki.
I've only
Man.
got Killmonger.
So much things happening constantly in these games. Like every turn, there's just 18,000 things happening.
Wait, I can move over that stuff, yeah?
Yeah, it's those two.
There we go. Do I have to move like around here? Yeah.
Don't have to. Oh yeah, you'd have to run around Venom. Yeah.
That looks the goods, I reckon.
Oh yeah, you're comfortably in. Oh, Spider's man.
There you go on there. Oh shit. Sorry.
Sorry.
How do I have to unlock.
Yeah.
And then I can unsnap.
Yep.
And then I can put it away.
Oh yeah.
Alright, he. Oh, alright. The question is, do I kinetic burst, or do I mental attack Panther? I think I will kinetic burst.
Make voiced.
And worst case scenario, I push you away.
Off the objective, and then yeah, look.
Six,
Honestly, you can.
Oh, you have to get a wild. Yeah.
You've got one
Oh, yeah.
health, right, on Spider-Man. You can just daze him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the dream.
I
Alright,
think that's
let's
the
do
big
that.
one here. And it should be pretty reasonable. He's got 3. I guess he's re-rolling a bunch, but you can weasel through 1 damage.
Alright, so I'll spend my 3 power, 6
Mhm.
dice.
Yeah, I got 3. Rerolling 2.
Your kinetic burst in.
Good
Ooh,
stuff.
that's good. 2 crits, 2 hits. Yeah, you can't possibly save this one, surely. It's getting close,
And then
though.
I get to
Wild too.
reroll this one and reroll this one.
5 successes. I don't think you can beat 5 successes, my dude.
I cannot. No, we've got 5
Um,
successes.
So I got the wild, so I get to push you. Yeah.
I got 2 successes, so that's enough to
Explosive
take a
force.
damage.
After this attack is resolved, other characters within range 2 of this character are pushed away from him, small, and you also suffer a damage. So all you had to do was actually get a wild to kill him in there. That's reasonable. That's pretty tricky. It's
Oh, I
small,
could have. Oh,
not
no,
range
yeah,
2, right?
That would have been an elite play right there. That's what it would have been. Do a
I'm going to need
flat
you to give you
damage.
this one, buddy. I'll take this one from you.
No. I was
Oh,
trying to see if Venom was in too.
cute.
If I had a because I could have actually done it, but that would have been smart.
Do you want to move Venom, though?
Oh, it just doesn't flat damage to him though.
That's actually fair.
Mhm.
Sneak him onto
And
6.
he
It's a cutie pie.
was sneak to 6. But that's right. Can't win them all.
Put him
By
onto
the way.
5 out of 7. 2 more damage to kill him. Koye could wrangle 2 damage with an energy weapon pretty readily.
Yeah, but it's alright. I did it poorly anyway.
So it's got to
Well,
be.
Bill also buggered up this one over here, right?
It's got to be away from me, does it? Push, yeah.
Yeah, 90 degrees from you.
Yes, go.
Fake Out Live
Commentates?
Marvel Crisis Protocol is a game that we actually have in store. This is the main reason we're playing it online. I kind of mentioned this earlier on in the video, but yeah, all the things like the terrain, all the characters that you see, all of this stuff actually you can grab online. Generalgames.com.au. We ship Australia wide if you're really keen. We can't play in store. Normally we have this kind of recordings we've done previously in store. I play in store a lot with Bill, his gold bear that you can see up in the corner. And unfortunately, given the current state of Victoria, for those kind of around the world that are watching but aren't aware, we're in complete lockdown. We're not allowed to leave our house. Barely can leave for work. Barely can leave to get food. Barely can leave for exercise just because of this shameful thing called COVID-19. Very, very frustrating. But we're playing it online. This is the only option we can play it, and we absolutely love this game. So nothing's going to stop us from playing. And at least we get the opportunity here of testing out a lot of different lists, which is really cool. Bill's playing a lot of characters through here. I mean, 3 characters he hasn't really played. He always plays Spider-Man and Venom. But Harley's picked up a couple characters from the store, but hasn't had a chance to use them, whereas now he gets to maybe test a couple lists and say, hey, look, Hulk was pretty cool when he doesn't get, one shot off the board or anything like that. Maybe I will pick him up. So, yeah, really, really cool. Tons of fun. But yeah, generalgames.com.au. Check it out.
Which is going to be 6 Mystic Dice.
6 Mystic. We're doing Loki things.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping for a good roll. Got at least a crit in there. I got 2 crits
2
in there.
crits. Whew.
Good start.
1 crit on this side. And a defense roll. That's what you want to see.
5.
5?
Would have loved another wild
Can I
there.
re-roll that hit?
You can.
Yep.
There's like multiple re-roll
Yeah.
phases where you can just keep re-rolling dice if you want. Oh, that was rough.
So 5 successes.
Oh, no, she's super dead.
Versus 2? Yeah, she was
I
dead
got
in a
Kill. That is good to know.
You will still get your 2 power though, so that's pretty relevant.
Oh, yeah. Yep, good call.
But she is now given that dazed condition. She does lose the shock condition though. Whew. Look at you go, buddy.
And then Loki kind of needs to stay where he is. But what we're going to do is we're just gonna move Loki a little bit over this way.
Staying within range 1, but
Yeah. So if it does blast off, I'll be able to get some movement towards Black Panther.
Yeah.
And that is going to be Loki done, and that is also going to be me done activation wise. So you've got Loki left by the looks of it.
Yeah. I think I want to start that objective.
And you also lose the bleed condition for Okoye.
and the shock condition, yeah.
Yeah.
Koye was very.
Did Black Panther take his bleed?
Was that actually that was from this turn, wasn't it? Yeah, so he will take the bleed. Sorry, he would.
That's fine. That's all good.
Loki. Yeah. So we could.
Well, what's Venom's Mystic Defense? 3, man. He's got mental.
He's got mental fortitude. Yeah,
He's got
he's
mental
got
fortitude.
an alien life force talking to him. It's like space. Yeah, I know about it. You know, I'm familiar.
I think he's just gonna Frost Blast.
Max, did you see this thing with Loki when he flips?
No. What does he do?
So you know, God of Mischief, how you have to pay an extra power when you flip. It also adds
Oh.
you can't roll crits.
Wowza! That's huge. I didn't realize that. You want Loki to flip almost.
Oh yeah.
I mean, 5 health with some decent-ish defense.
Yeah,
He's gonna
3/4 is
flip
good.
quickly, but man, that's crazy. That's so
Yeah,
powerful. I guess that's why it's in bold as well, right?
yeah. It's just so people notice.
I wish there was like a bit more of a like a boldening or like a color change or something that indicates that this ability is extra and you don't have it on the other side. So I like the bolding of that one, like additionally while range 4.
That'd be cool.
I would
I'd
like
get
to see that just to be a bit more obvious, because otherwise you don't really expect it a huge amount.
Harley, you
What are you doing, Harley?
I'm just trying
trying to be sneaky right now.
to get some extra power, man.
Uh,
Uh,
I would recommend sticking with Frost Blast. He has 4 defense physical
Yeah.
versus 2 energy.
Yeah.
Like
I
you're
don't
giving
think
him an
you're
extra
gonna be able to do both.
two
The
dice.
thought was to try and just get it a smidge more energy, but it's not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna.
Oh, were you not in range for blast?
No, I wasn't in range 3 because I moved out of range 3 with the extra.
Ah, right. He doesn't have any power, but if you do enough damage, he will get enough power to so many snacks you. But he'll also potentially die. In fact, he will die if he has enough power for so many snacks.
So not mad about that. Yeah, so I'll just go here. And I will frost blast you.
Yeah.
Alright, we got
So I got
4
2
dice.
here.
4 dice.
And you get the slow special condition again. Whew! Look at you go.
Ooh, no.
Are we looking for big hits here?
Not good.
I got a crit.
I got 1 success.
Bill, I'm gonna remove this hit dice from you.
What?
You do not get to add criticals, my man.
So I got 1.
I got 1.
You can spend a
no.
power if you'd like to re-roll one of those
No,
dice.
because I can't reroll because of Venom, can't I?
No, only when defending.
Only
Can't
when
when
defending,
attacking.
yeah. Can't modify defense dice.
You also should have potentially I'm a
I
god.
should have. I sort of thought about it, and then I was like, oh no, I'll try and get some power, and then yeah, I'll spend 1 and I'll try and reroll.
Try and sneak one, because that would have been 4 versus his 1 success, and you would have dazed
I
him.
got 1.
You got 1? Alright, so 1 damage.
Extra cheeky one.
And a power.
And then that's him done. So that's me done.
Cool.
Right. So we're going to objectives. Loki holds a cosmic vault up this end. Black Panther on the right and Loki on the bottom. So 2 to Harley, 1 to Bill. We're doing a... Oh, I know, the Kree to Killmonger. So
Oh, yeah.
Harley will actually get 4.
And I'll get 1.
So we'll go from 4.
You go 4 to 9. 4 to 8, sorry. 4 to 9, wow.
Priority token goes over to Harley.
So does this game end after turn 6?
Yes.
At the end of turn 6,
End
yeah.
of turn 6.
Or first person to 16, or if you kill the opponent's team.
That last one is kind of my preference.
So now we're going to flip.
Yep, so...
Anyone who needs to be flipped.
I think do the flips and gain some power and roll for kind of the cosmic vaults and things like that. Alright, now we're going to talk strategy again at the end of this turn, or at the start of this turn. Look, Harley having priority is huge. I still maintain that if he can kill Thor and keep Killmonger alive, that's how this game is won. Obviously with 4-4-3, it's going to be really hard to get through that. Thor's going to get up to 5 power this turn, though, which is pretty strong. Does the Kree give anything? A character holding the core cannot perform any more than one move action per turn. When a character enters activation, it suffers. Yeah. Roll 2 dice. Yeah. So he's just got to attack. That's all that is. So Killmonger getting an extra, I think he's on 4 or 5. Loki's getting pushed and getting some power. That's pretty relevant. I think there's a line here where Loki moves first to defend Killmonger and try and whack on Thor with the Mystic, because Thor has his least defense there. You're going to give him some power against Killmonger, but he can't crit so he can't add a lot of things to that. Looks like Black Panther's also getting pushed and getting some power. Again, very, very relevant. So what can Killmonger really do? He can charge into a vibranium weapons, and then vibranium weapons again for the extra dice, and potentially try and chunk Thor down pretty hard. I don't think he's going to kill Thor off that roll. He could, of course. I mean, having focused on the kill count 2, getting to reroll 2, throw in 5 dice into 7 dice. Like, there's options there, but getting Loki in there to keep Killmonger alive, chunking illusions onto him, maybe after it's resolved, maybe Matt's target moving at speed, making him move and push him back. His speed is medium, right? And I think he suddenly becomes out of range for nearly anything except hammer throw. And he has to, like, for Asgard to charge, spend all his power to maybe just start. Maybe he gets a hammer throw in, which again I don't think kills Killmonger, which is the really important part. Especially with special forces. No, it's when they're attacking. Oh, it's rough. It's very rough. I don't think he can kill Thor in one attack. He needs to probably kill Killmonger and Loki. And I think getting Loki within range 4 to stop those criticals is what's really going to potentially help here. So yeah, I think the line here is actually moving Loki in to deal a bit with Thor, hoping that Killmonger survives a turn, which, look, he arguably can. And then get an attack in with Killmonger. Again, if Thor punches on Killmonger a bit, gives him maybe 2 or 3 extra power, brings him to, like, 3 out of 5 health, gets the extra power, suddenly he gets to attack a lot more. But look, we're seeing that Killmonger trying to go straight into Thor. I think, unfortunately, if he gets 2-3 damage onto Thor, gives him up to 5 or 6 power, Thor just comes back and whacks on him with a huge hammer, then suddenly takes the Kree and is absolutely miles ahead. And his whole turn then becomes trying to get Black Panther across this side of the map to Thor, even Okoye onto it. So we'll see how this goes. We'll jump back into him.
3 successes. How many wilds did you get? 1.
I got 3 successes in a wild.
Including wild. Okay, so I got 2 successes then. And you got
yep.
3. So I'll take a damage.
You would take how many damage? 1 damage.
1, yeah.
So there's sort of like I could re-roll 1 dice and hope.
You re-roll 2.
No, I could re-roll 1. I can only re-roll 1. Oh,
wait. You got
kill count.
2 of the.
You got 2 tokens, yeah.
Well, I can re-roll the blank
and the shield. Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll the blank first, and then can I re-roll the shield afterwards?
Why would you?
Because I also have special forces. So if I re-rolled the blank,
I see what you mean.
I could switch to use shields instead of hits.
I see. I don't know. I'm gonna say yes for now, and we can search that up later.
Let's see what it rolls.
Blank.
You
gotta re-roll it again.
I'll re-roll. Well, I can't re-roll that again, can I?
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Well, yeah, we'll have to.
It's the same effect.
Yeah, I think okay.
No,
rough. I think with that particular scenario, you might have to choose your dice at once.
Yeah,
just
probably.
the logic behind it. But
so what do we do? 1 damage.
1 damage. Yes.
So I get a power.
that was Black Ops or Vibranium weapons.
That was Vibranium.
Vibranium.
So you also did you pierce one of his defenses as well, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. That's why I did 1 damage instead of 0.
So now
you roll 4 successes. Jesus.
I will Black Ops.
Black Ops strike.
Yep. And so I get +2 attacks. So I get 9 attacks now.
You get 9 attacks. Thor gets 4.
Man, 4 energy, 4 power, 4.
Yeah,
such a tanky boy.
Tanky. Oh goodness gracious.
Well, I'm gonna re-roll 2 blanks.
Reasonable.
So I get
2 successes
because I can't even switch.
Yeah, if you switched, you suddenly could.
But you do get stagger, but you'll be able to ignore it.
He has to spend a power for it.
Yeah. So I'll take. Oh, that's the wrong one. 2 damage.
You could have got 4 on him there instead of 2.
Yeah. If I think the play almost is vibranium weapons. I think it's actually a little bit better.
Well, vibranium weapons. The pierce is pretty good.
Yeah. Did you get a wild through?
Yeah, so you are staggered.
Yes, I am staggered, so I need to spend a power.
You would have thrown 7 dice against his. He's still got 4 energy defense though. You're looking at Mystic. That's the pathway to killing him.
I think I just sort of rolled pretty bad.
And you can move me within 1. You can move yourself within 1 of me if you want to.
No, I'm sort of good.
Yeah.
All right. That was a shame. How many damage did I do? 3.
3, yeah.
That's a bit of a shame. That's
So yeah, honestly, it looks like maybe there was a poor roll on the second dice roll, but like quite frankly, even if he rolls a bit extra higher, like maybe he goes to 5 or 6 out of 8, like not really enough to kill him, and then again Thor just comes back and absolutely blasts Killmonger and probably just kills him on the spot. Dealing 4 damage is not something rough. Or at that point he can even ignore him, shift down and try and punch Loki if he really wants. So I think moving Loki there and trying to potentially, illusions him, mesmerize him out, throw an I am a god just to really pump up the attacks on that is definitely the play. What have we got? We've got 5 power, so you can move I am god, illusions, and he only gets 3 defense dice. You can easily weasel through 4 plus damage on that, maybe 3 to 4, similar to where he is now. And then he's forced to kind of Thor bash Killmonger, and if Killmonger doesn't die, Killmonger gets to kill Thor, and that's huge. And then this battle is still happening up here. We get to potentially daze Venom, or else Venom's in a bit of strife right now. Like if you move Loki, smash up some Thor, he then has to select Thor to attack Killmonger. And if he doesn't kill Killmonger, Killmonger can kill him. But if he does choose Thor and kill Killmonger, you then get to Okoye or Black Panther and daze Venom, taking him out for the turn as well, right? This is again why I'm talking about that tempo play, making sure you've got more activations than your opponent. And this is a scenario where I think if Loki has a decent roll and weasels through 3 to 4 damage, like Thor's actually scared. Yeah, if you put him on 3 to 4 here, Thor gets pretty scared of that 4 to 5 damage coming through Killmonger and has to activate. So because he has to activate here, suddenly you get that freedom to attack in here. I don't think he can throw stuff. We've got no throw on that. But you get to daze Venom. He suddenly doesn't throw all this stuff at you. Then he's down in action. So his turn is then, maybe he probably Loki's because he doesn't like moving Spider-Man till last. So he Loki's and pushes Okoye around or tries to hurt Black Panther, which, like, I guess he gets the Mystic Defense, but you can Vibranium Armor to defend a lot of that. Then you get to Okoye and come in here and potentially bash on Loki. At the same time, Okoye can now take this Cosmic Vault. Suddenly you're ahead on power, on objectives. Okoye comes to the left and punches on Thor. Suddenly you're ahead on objectives again there because you've got more people there. Thor's also activated, so you can take that. Again, if you get to kill Thor in this instance, say he's killed Killmonger, and you get to kill Thor back, you've still got hold on the Kree. You get the 4 extra objectives here, popping you up to 12. And then on last turn, there's not a lot Bill can do to actually take this game. So I think there's a couple more decisions around here. Obviously, everything's based on dice rolls. There's a few more decisions here I think Harley could have done rather than just going with a big fist and a hammer in here to potentially take this a little bit differently. But we'll jump on in, see what's happening over here.
Vibranium armor.
Venom's throwing things at Black Panther.
No, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's throwing things.
Mm-hmm. And now he's doing taser webs.
I only got 2.
So, and I got 4.
So he takes 2.
Okay. And you also get the stun special condition. Give to you. And he still has bleed on him, I believe.
Yeah, so he will die.
He will die.
No matter what.
Okay, and I'm out of things I can do, so that is going to be Spider-Man. Done.
So Spider-Man dealt a whole chunk of damage to Black Panther. He's on 1 now.
Yeah.
Rough.
So I reckon I'll do Black Panther.
Reasonable.
Makes sense.
What's the stun condition do again?
Whenever you gain more than
you
one
only get
power,
1 power, yeah, of course.
you only get 1 power, yeah.
So I could just... Yeah, that's definitely the play. Where is...
So Harley sounds a bit quiet right now, but his plays activated Black Panther. He can probably, I imagine he would try and weasel through 2 damage on Venom. I think it's actually pretty rough because you get so many snacks and we are Venom back. Is Loki? Loki's no within range 4 of Venom anymore. So, attacking him seems really rough because he gets to potentially so many snacks and we are Venom. Like, I guess in order for him to do that, he would have to kill him, or daze him. So, like, you have an argument for attacking there. I think considering the Cosmic Vault strategy, Black Panther probably needs to run down to Loki and maybe kill Loki's on 5, so it's very hard. Can you charge him? You can pounce him. Looks like he's potentially pouncing and moving. I'm gonna jump back in and see what he's doing.
Within 2 of this character. Yeah, of this character. I pushed away. Yeah.
So we're just gonna hit both anyway. So I was like, I'll just do kill Spider-Man and do one Venom.
So we're
So
kinetic
yeah,
blast
you're
him?
more likely. Yeah.
I don't
You're
know.
more likely to.
So I'll do that. So I'll go against Venom. So 6
Yeah.
dice.
And I got 2. So I need 2 crits here, and I need you to whiff more than you've. Okay. Oh, I got 0 successes.
He got 1.
I only got 1.
You got a crit.
So I get the crit dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Welly. No.
Success pops him up to that does daze him though, right?
Yeah.
You wanted a while to push him onto Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
ping him for 2 and then try and take off Spider-Man. Reasonable.
Yeah. But now I still have 1 attack, so I can just strike Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That is correct. Then you'll bleed to death.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And also, it's also an auto push for strike.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I could probably push you away from the objective.
You could definitely push him away from the objective, I think.
Or maybe because it's small, so it's going to be. Oh yeah, you'll probably get me out.
It's not straight though, right? He can push you along kind of like.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can do like that or like this.
Yeah, I think he's at
it's going to be tight.
Swing it up, buddy.
5
against my 3.
3 successes against.
Oh, Bill's doing
an extra
right
crit.
And then I'm going to re-roll 2 of these.
Oh, you rolled the shield as well. He's got 2 defenses. If rough, he'll
So
still take
2.
1.
So it takes 1.
Yeah.
And he will be pushed.
Yeah. So
you'll also gain a power for it as well.
Yeah, it's lagging out on my end. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're well and truly.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine.
It's pushed, not thrown, though, right? Why isn't it thrown? Yeah. Why is it pushed? That's
because it's free. Garbage. It's literally.
That's
even
fair.
if he does 0 damage, it's a free push.
Yeah.
Which means what literally what just happened happens. Which is I don't get to score that objective.
And now he dies.
Is he deadsies? Oh, he's super dead.
Yeah. Get out of here!
Where'd he go? Oh, flying away off into the sunset.
Your activation.
Yeah.
So you got Loki.
I got Loki and I got Thor.
Yeah.
Freaking Okoye causing me trouble. Causing me trouble.
Causing you? Oh, I'm not here.
Causing me. Yeah, I'm going to spend 5 power. Which feels necessary. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're gonna I am a god your illusions?
No, I'm gonna I'm a god illusions. Yeah, I'm gonna do exactly what you just said. Because Okoye's lived for too long. So it's gonna be 6 dice.
Against Okoye's 3.
Against my 3.
And your blanks
blanks
hits?
2 successes. Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Which is good.
4.
So I got 2 blanks. So 4 successes.
So if Okoye blanks out here, she's in a world of hurt.
No wilds.
I got a crit.
Your crits do not count. You're within 4 of Loki. You do not get extra dice.
Yeah, cool.
You do get to re-roll your blank though.
Yes.
Because you are Okoye and she rolls when defending. Bubkiss though. But you still defend against 2. That's pretty good.
So how much damage have you taken? Yeah, you take 2 damage.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to do that again.
This time without I'm a god though. You can't illusions. You don't have power for that.
No, I mean I'm just going to do Frost Blast. I'm going to.
Yeah. This is pretty relevant, giving Okoye the slow condition is very relevant right now.
So, how's your
Don't
tempo?
worry.
Blanked
Do
out.
I have
Zero successes.
He blanked out.
Do I not have slow still? Yeah, because you didn't do a lot of damage.
Yeah, no, he didn't do damage. It's damage based to get slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
And that's Loki's turn.
Man. Oh well.
Things happen.
Things do in fact happen.
Okay. I'm gonna activate a Kuye, and I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move.
You son of a biscuit.
I'm gonna move over here.
Better friggin' not.
Whoa.
And then I'm gonna move again.
You're telling me that Thor, in all his grand godly mighty, with 6 out of 10 power, is going to rain his holy fist of hell onto Okoye's face. Even
Yes,
though
correct.
Killmonger has the Kree.
Correct.
Whoa! Lordy, Bill, are you okay with this?
Look,
Oh, well, could you do anything else? No, we'll just save some dice.
great.
Kudos to Harley. I actually didn't see the line of bodyguard in Okoye. Again, look, that's where that tempo play of maybe Thor should have activated a little bit earlier. Which, if you know, is an interesting perspective. There was obviously a lot of fighting going on here, but the question is, like, for example, Loki obviously tried to take out Okoye. Has Thor already gone? He's got the staggered condition, so he doesn't actually get a lot going for him. But yeah, interesting movement on last
turn. Which means that I can't.
So you go down to 4 power, is it?
I go down to 5. So it wasn't 6. Yeah. So I wanted to do God of Thunder then, because you're both within my area, and that would have been excellent. But it's cost 6 power.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend that to get rid of that special condition, which means I have to do Strike now, which I'm going to do against Killmonger. And I'm assuming you're going to do Bodyguard.
So you've got Strike and then you've got Hammer Throw, which you'll be able to do, yeah?
Well, it depends on how much power I get from Strike.
If he gets another power, he gets God of Thunder. Yeah.
God of Thunder.
Rough decisions are rough. Do I get 6?
I reckon I'm going to take the Strike on Killmonger.
On Killmonger?
Yeah.
That's fair.
If he God of Thunders, just for clarity, the way that God of Thunder functions is if he does get enough power to use it, Bill will decide the order in which the attacks happen.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think my best. Oh, well, actually, how's the Kuro's defense? So she's got 3, but she can reroll 1, and he's got 4. No, actually, I'm going to do it on a Kuei.
You can do it on a Koya? Alright. So you spend the power to Bodyguard.
Yeah, 2 power. Yep.
I'm going to roll 6 dice. Crit.
I got 3 successes.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okoye adds blanks to defending?
Yeah,
oh, she's got martial artist, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
So 1 damage.
Yep.
To Okoye? She stays alive? Oh.
What?
Did I get a wild? I certainly did, so I'm going to throw you.
Yep.
I can throw it away small.
Imagine if you got 1 less success and didn't get that power.
Yeah, look.
That's why I went for it on her, though, because I was like, 3 with planks.
What would have been really great is if it was more like this and I could throw you into Killmonger, but I can't. The question is, do I want to throw you?
Or do you want that area effect?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going to do that anyway, but the question is like...
Yeah, because you'll throw her out of the area effect,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does small look like? Can I throw into this lamppost?
Doesn't look like it.
The base size is pretty big.
Hers is pretty small. I can move it. Oh, that hit! That hit the street light.
Yeah, I'm going to throw you into that streetlight.
So what's the damage on that? 1?
1.
2, right? Because it's 1 plus. Oh no, it's a throw. He's just no. It's a
No, so you don't get to roll defense dice.
Oh, so it's just 1 flat damage.
It's just 1 flat damage. So if you're thrown into something, yeah.
So she just dies.
Yeah, the dream.
Whoa.
Okay, fuck it.
I'll go ahead and just
Yeah, thank you.
with Black Panther over here.
Okay. And what's your energy defense? 3. Yes, I have to do. I'm gonna do. God of Thunder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend that 6 power.
Just for a 7 dice attack.
And it's energy, so it's more likely to.
Yep. You need all successes, and even if you roll all successes and Killmonger rolls all successes, then Killmonger will die.
Get that
So
correct.
that's the logic we're going for here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A big ol' nothing.
Okay, I got 5.
I can't do anything about that, I don't think.
Cool.
He's dead.
So that was the big hit. That's where looking at like kind of crits and how much effect was in there. I think if Loki had come in here and put in some more work on this is a completely different story. So look, Okoye Bodyguard in that was pretty good. I think even if the God of Thunder comes in there, you get the scenario where you target one of them, then the bodyguard takes the other, then you just target the first one again. So they're both still going to die even from that bodyguard. So it doesn't matter about the AoE. So bodyguard in that strike is the correct one there, trying to deal as little damage for Killmonger as possible. But now with Killmonger down, Thor picks up the Kree. I think it's very dependent on what Loki can do here, but Loki's against 4 of them here, so even then Loki's on his hurt side. That's pretty much game. So I'll jump into the chat. They'll finish it off, but I'll pretty much call it here. I think with only Loki left, we're in a world of hurt.
You can move it, but like don't move it again.
So Loki is the only character left on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems Harley's in a bit of a rough spot. So you guys can play it out and have a bit of fun with the last couple turns. I'm probably going to call it from my end. There was a couple of things that could have changed here, a couple of things that could have been different there, but overall pretty well played by both of you. Dice rolls definitely went one way and then the other way, and they swung here and swung there.
Super swingy, yeah.
There's a good chunk of dice rolls where if 1 or 2 dice were different, I think it's a completely different game on either end of the spectrum.
Oh, bro, that Thor surviving on one.
Not even just Thor though. There was some other really close rolls in here, like Valkyrie and Killmonger on the first side. Killmonger, like if we'd done that action slightly differently, it was 15 dice going in rather than 7. Valkyrie then got to turn back and just straight daze Killmonger. Like if that doesn't happen, Killmonger's dazed right now, not killed. And there's a turn where he gets to come back at Thor, and there's a couple of things like that. You know, maybe dazing Venom or Spider-Man and stuff. So
normally would be a bit concise. This is Harley's second game, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, I mean, I haven't played in Yonk, so I'm a pretty slow player anyway. So it doesn't normally take 3.5 hours.
3 hours, pretty much on the dot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So normally you can do this in like 1.5 or 2.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Loki is going to move and then I'm a god and illusions.
So, look, they're just playing the last of that. I'll pretty much wrap this up. We saw there was a couple actions here and there, like maybe moving Loki earlier could have done some work. Couple of rolls on Killmonger here could have been slightly different, that kind of tempo play I was talking about. Getting some more, like Black Panther did a good chunk. He survived for a huge amount of time, but targeting Thor a little bit earlier here could have definitely done some extra work, maybe. I think Loki got to sit back and do nothing for a very long period of time. Loki wasn't hugely effective on Bill's side, which still is interesting that, you know, they live for that long, but I wonder if maybe trying to put another character on this side of the Force against Valkyrie and just kind of pushing that across would have been huge. Because again, if we hold Kree one more turn, like we get 4, 5, maybe 6. 2, 3, 4, bringing us to 12 versus 1, maybe 2. So 12 versus 8. Suddenly, even if Bill takes that, he has to take that plus a bunch of objectives, and you have to take none. And so Bill didn't use a lot of his chunks, a lot of his abilities as well. So maybe with patch up, if Thor being close by, he still had a bit of a rough section. But look, close game. Definitely could have gone either way. Hope you had some fun. Comment below what kind of characters you would have done. Maybe there's different modes that you would have chosen, different actions and stuff. Bit of a long video, this one, so keep that in mind. But yeah, look, thanks for tuning in. Check out our website, generalgames.com.au. You can grab all of this game. If you are looking keen for games, we do have some Facebook chats and stuff going as well. So send a message to the Facebook store, General Games Malvern, General Games Frankston. We're chatting all the time. We got some crew involved, always looking for games, always looking to just throw down some stuff. So hope you had a bit of fun. Hope you learnt something, and hope you're enjoying your weekend. Please stay safe out there. I'm going to throw you over to Courtney. She's going to give you a bit of a rundown on how you can check out all that stuff. You have yourself a great day. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Courtney, and if you like that video, check out more at our YouTube channel. Hit the ding ding to get notifications when we post videos. If not, we have an Instagram as well. And if you just want to check us out on Facebook, we have links in the description for all of that. Nah.